boy. Big old ball. There you go, Bubba. Alright. Yep. Well, that's great. And just drop shit right off the bat. Just right off of the bat. That's just great. Oh, my goodness. Man. This is feeling like, Born Data. At least that's how it feels like so far. I woke up and it's like empty. No one here. It's actually kind of nice, but at the same time it's boring. Just watered down everything outside and try to flood out this little nest that I found outside where I know for a fucking fact there's at least like a few rats. Like last night I was, as I was going to bed, I heard a little rustling on my little squirrel platform by my window. And of course, it was one of those little fuckers. It was the same one that was in here, by the way, too. So that little fucker did get outside. And from the updates with that one, where I had to deal with that rat for a while. So, I mean, that guy was outside eventually. I did see him out there. So, but saw the fucker had a little few friends. Not which I knew, but it's like I definitely know that they have a little spot specifically. So now that I got these live traps ordered, I know exactly where to put them. And I know there's at least 3, maybe 2 at least for sure, but 3 probably. And I got 2 traps, so I'm going to need to at least do a few rounds of this. But eventually they're going to go away. Whether they like it or not. Beady eye little bastards. Mickey the rat. And then he got, you know, his buddies. What are you boofing over there, dog? Just doing a little woof. Oh, blah, blah, blah. What? I've been doing that all that day. Yes. It's been doing this whole like that. Really? My dude. What? You were just hanging out with me outside, chilling for a bit and all that. Like, now what? My lord. Onion Nuggets is on now, so I thought I'd kill it here. Oh yeah, that's right, it is Tuesday. Onion Nuggets is going to go on. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it is in about an hour. Yeah, so, well, I usually do these for about an hour in the afternoons. And I was going to visit Mama a little bit later today, too. All that shit. And I'm sure there's going to be at least 5 things to peruse too. Maybe we can get a warm-up on a few stories that they may or may not potentially delve into. And I guess, wow. YouTube's homepage got me top news today, guys. Top news, smoky air over to Grand Haven, dude. Smoky air, which I'm assuming that's due to wildfires. Because now it's like the East Coast and shit, like that's getting all that shit. West Coast ain't getting wildfires as much. Just listen to Release of Pearson Gun, and I'm on the dream. You're on the dream? Nice. Yeah, like, that Peterson gun, like, it's, I kind of, honestly was reminded, like, oh yeah, that happened on New Year's. Because I was like, initially I was kind of confused, it's like, didn't they do a preview of this already once? And, no, it's not nice. Well, the dream part, I'm assuming you meant, like, weed? I'm guessing it's not weed, god damn it. It's not nice at all, it's disturbing. Well, I mean, okay, well, sorry my stoner brain, when you said dream, thought you meant, like, Blue Dream or something. Or, like, any of the other, like, marijuana dream strands. That dream that Peterson had. Oh, that dream. Oh my god, I repressed that. Oh my god. Oh, dude, you just had to remind me. Oh, fuck. Oh, now I know. Oh my god. You know, it didn't even click there for a minute. It really just straight up didn't there for a second until you just had to really emphasize that one. Oh my god. I'm just... Why in the fuck did he think that was a good idea to not just put it in a fucking book, but, like, have that out for the world to know? I mean, what the fuck? Shit. She had her way. I let her have her way. Oh, my god, man. What's so fucked up? I'm starting to remember the quotes. Like, how did it even start? It was like, I saw my paternal grandmother outside by the pond, or whatever the fuck. Or she was naked painting with brushstrokes. I don't even want to continue it, dude. God, fuck, bro. Man, that's just... Wow. You know, I thought it was a good idea to write down, but speak it. Yeah. And the thing is, there's, like, plenty of things out there where you probably shouldn't be writing, or, I mean, writing it down could be one thing, but, like, speaking it out, especially for the people, for everyone to know and hear, is, like, another thing. Because there's, like, you know, there's people out there that got their, like, personal journal where, like, they just write shit down and no one else reads and stuff, right? Like, I mean, you got that, so it's like, I mean, I could get that, but, which, if Jordan Peterson did that, I mean, it just had, like, his own personal journal or some shit, and no one ever had to know about it, then it wouldn't be a thing. But, no, he thought about it for a while. It's like, yep, I'm going to do this. This is a good idea. Oh my god, dude. What a wacko. What a wacko. I don't even know how to, like, process that guy's insanity half the time, honestly. Because I remember checking that out from yesterday a little bit, and I got to the point where he was talking about fucking Elliot Page, and I honestly forgot how legitimately unhinged he was, and how unironically, like, weirdly sexually obsessed he was about that shit. Like, it's fucking whack, dude. Like, I mean, it goes like, almost like Himmler levels of, like mystical, like, fucking, like, fantasy, like, play and shit. It's just so crazy. Literally thinking it's just like, those beautiful supple breasts were butchered and carved out of her, and blah blah blah, and all this other way. Dude, it's like, it's just fucking weird, man. That guy's got fucking demons in his fucking closet, dude. Like, Jordan Peterson straight up got, like, some fucking demons in his closet. It's one thing to have skeletons, but that guy got, like, literal, like, archdemons and shit. Like, you know, like, rulers of regions of hell, like, in his closet, just ruling in there. Dark sorcerers and archdemons in there. Most people just got skeletons. Never trust a man refers to his breast in casual conversation like people will call women females. Yeah, for no shit. Unless it's like, you know, specifically talking about like general body anatomy, I don't want to hear that. Like, I literally would rather just hear tits, boobs, you know, like cleavage, even. You know, like, just literally any of the other words. Like, I can maybe, you know, let it pass if it, you know, happens, like, once or twice, right? Like, you know, just, but, like, if it's just, like, legit, like, especially, like, Jordan Peterson levels, yeah, no. Yeah, don't trust them. Because I'm pretty sure I've probably casually, you know, said breasts in conversation and shit. I mean, I definitely know for sure, especially when it comes to food. Like, you know, chicken breast, right? You know, so... So, I mean, I definitely know I have, but at least here's the other catch, is what you mentioned there too. It's like when, you know, people call women female specifically, and that's it. Female! Yes, I need to go find myself a female mate. It's like, what? It's like, that's weird. Oh my god, you're trying to shove that out of the way. Goddamn weebs, man. Dude, man, that weeb gauntlet. I kind of I kind of tuned into that a little bit because of the Jordan Peterson gauntlet. I was like, man, I kind of want to see one of these other gauntlets. You know, and I was trying to tune into that, and I was like, no, can't do it. So I think I ended up settling on a conspiracy gauntlet to sleep with. But, man, dude, that weeb gauntlet, bro. I love how I unironically, like, added to that gauntlet, too, because, like, I pretty much, like, was mentioning, it's like, I'm literally at the FurryCon, because it happened while I was at the FurryCon and shit here in Portland, and I was like, yeah, and I think it was at the time where they were talking about that dude who was at the con with his, like, girlfriend, or butt, or whatever the fuck, I mean, girlfriend, but, yeah, I'll take his word for it, you know, and, like, straight up, like, I mean, like, I don't think they were paying too much attention to the dude too much after a certain point, but, like, they were talking about just, like, the weed conventions, and just kind of conventions in general, and I was like, alright, this is my time to shine, dude. Like, I just knew it, because I was sitting there having a couple mixed drinks, you know, at the hotel bar, and I was, like, looking around, I'm like, yeah, I was like, you know what, let me take a quick whiff. No, don't smell nothing weird. And in fact, legitimately, I really didn't. In fact, when I was in the dealer center, where obviously there's a lot of people in there buying art, stuff like that, like, they actually kind of smell nice, because there's also, like, different dealer centers that have, like, little, like, Furser perfumes that you can use, like, Furser sprays, where, you know, because obviously, without them, you are going to smell, especially if you're not hygienic, which that's a very big emphasis, too, especially with furries, I think, at least these days. Mainly just because, like, you know, just because, like, I mean, it's like, and, like, because you know how, like, weeaboos and, like, you know, and shit are, right, when it comes to things like this, like, now just imagine that with a full-on fursuit, right, like, I mean, there's legitimately an extra emphasis about the stuff. In fact, even, like, before cons, sometimes, like, con heads would be like, here's how to, you know, best manage scents and smells, just in case. So, I was like, yo, when it comes to the stinks and the smells, it ain't that bad. I imagine, like, when you're in the, like, the fursuit lounge where, like, the suitors go to, like, you know, cool themselves down and shit, I bet it probably smells bad in there. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, it probably does, but everywhere else, smell fine. I might have gotten like a little whiff of like some Schweppes here and there, which, you know, that's going to be typical for a convention, I think. You're always going to have a little tangential, like, you know, a little something, as you walk by somebody. There's always going to be at least a little something like that. Car's been quiet, apartments in the works. Fuck yeah, dude. One of these days, Harley, someone is going to find you dead looking like a ring victim from a gauntlet, doctor. Seen this 3 times already. He's died from cringe. Unfortunate. Well, better put that, you know, the better just make this a new cause of death, as, you know, these days there are more people dying from cringe than ever. I'm trying to remember, like, I don't remember, like, if they were, kind of going, like, a little back and forth and shit, you know, with the whole, like, furry part when I mentioned it, but I know at least at some point, somebody else in the chat mentioned that there was a furry con that got canceled for some crazy shit, and I knew exactly about what they were talking about. I knew all the details, so I started talking back and forth about that, too. And then one of the guys noticed it. Like, it was like a little bit later down the gauntlet, but not too far off. And they were just like, what in the fuck? And I just went, oh no. Because I just went, oh fuck me, dude. I know what they're talking about. And I can't necessarily just explain this in one live comment chat. Like, oh no. And it was about like the whole Rainforest thing, which that got shut down and canceled for some pretty fucking crazy reasons. Let's just say that there was like a hotel room that got flooded. That was one. There's actually a few things that happened, but that was one of them. There's a few like people like kind of expressing some of their kinks, not like overtly sexually, but just enough to be crossing the line, basically. Like, in the middle of the night. It was, like, at midnight or some shit, but still, like, you know, there's people out and about, and it was, like, in the middle of, like, a lobby or some shit. Not, like, literally in the middle of the lobby, but, you know, all that type of shit. There was, like, a few other things, too. There was, I think it was, like, a culmination of at least, like, 5 or 6 different things, you know, not just from that year, but from, like, a year prior or so. And then, like, the people that allow them to be there, just like, you know what, fuck this, we're done. Like, this ain't happening anymore. Which, understandable, frankly. Did you time me out the other day, or was I just drunk and high playing pretend? No, I mean, no, I don't really have an ability to, like, full-on time people out. I mean, I probably do, but I don't do that. I usually just let my mods handle that. Which you are too, so I mean, unless you timed yourself out. I legit don't trust me, so I'm drunk, Lamau. Well, you weren't, like, timed out or nothing. Not that I'm aware of, unless someone else did for some reason. Once I found a food hack, you'll just call me white for it. Well, it's Waffle House, so whatever. You have a pass. And hash browns at Waffle House, good. And on a whim, ordered onion, cheese, and green pepper, added to it, and it was bomb as fuck. Wait a minute. You added onions and green pepper to the hash browns? Nice. You're expanding your palate a little bit. Hey, I know, it's wow, the one time I didn't think I would ever see you eat or hear you say, I ate onions and green bell peppers. It's like, what? Yay, that's good shit, though. That sounds pretty good, honestly. I didn't even know they had green pepper. Oh, well, I'm sure they do, you know, well, for that reason, you know, mixing it with the hash browns, you know, some sausage or something like that. Yeah, it's Waffle House. I assume they do. Might not have been green pepper, I assume it was. Might have been jalapenos. That could have been it too. Could have been jalapenos. It said add pepper and there was green chunks in it. That might just be green bell pepper or jalapenos. So, but hey, dude, this sounds fire though. I'm not the biggest fan of bell peppers myself. They don't really have enough flavor for me to really like them. And just on What's up, dude? How's it going? Not too much. Just kind of chilling. Things out. That sounds pretty good, too. The internet qualifies as a hack. Like, to me, it has to be... We as the internet qualifies as a hack, like... I think it has to be somewhat complex of just putting something on something. Yeah, I kind of feel you with that. Like, a hack kind of has to be just, like, something that no one... a loophole. So, like, to me, like a hack is, like, finding a loophole in a thing. Or, like, you know, finding something out that normally is not known to, like, the general public, so to speak. Like, when it comes to, like, a food hack or something. The hack part was only paying $15 for my meal. What, $15? Nice. Hey, that's actually pretty decent. And yours is the most expensive? Jeez. Well, okay, well, what's the hack on that? Would you use, like, a random... And funny enough, there actually are some that, you know, throughout the year, you know, can work across the board for other places, too. From what I understand, like, they're, like, for example, at, like, grocery stores, there's, like, generic phone numbers that you can actually use and will give you, like, discounts for not just for, like, certain stores, but for others, too. Streamline for anyone else? Well, seems like things are running okay on my end. I mean, knowing YouTube and everything, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Figure shit out, Bayonet. Oh, well, YouTube ain't shit. So that things are running fine on my end. My internet service is okay. So, I think YouTube's being turdy. YouTube, quit being a turd. Quit being a turd, YouTube. Don't be like that. Boo. It's not provable. I disapprove. Just said. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm just kind of like cruising on YouTube right now, and everything's just running fine, so seems better. Yeah, I think it just might be YouTube's end. Because, yeah, everything else seems fine, so that's how I'd say. Yeah, speaking on YouTube's end. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go check out a little thing. Concern I have about Mom's new car is the fact that the inside is black leather. Oh, because it might heat up and stuff. Considering these on the sun. Yeah. Get one of those sun reflectors. You know those things that reflect sunlight and shit? Just get one of those. The other day I decided to listen to another Orwell story, Animal Farm. Nice. I actually got that book. Got that in my library. It's not a long read. It's, you know, so it's, you've read it too, right? Yeah, no, I actually have it in my library. Yeah. And it's been a while since I've read it. I remember the first time I read it was back in high school. Then I actually bought it and got the book, I don't know, maybe like a year or two after that. Like, I don't know, like 2016 or something like that. Read it again then. So, and then I think I read it one more time after this. I read it about like 2 or 3 times, but it's honestly been quite a while since I've last read it, though. So, it's more equals to others. So they say. It's a metaphor about Stalin and Trotsky struggle against each other. A little bit. I definitely would argue it definitely has a little bit of a play onto that. But I'd say it's more about a struggle about, like, you know, libertarian / equality versus authoritarianism and shit, which can be interpreted as such. If you about outspoiled a bunch in the case of the pigs, yeah. Which, especially if you consider symbology about pigs when it comes to, like, police pigs, capitalist pigs, right? Like, I mean, a lot of people usually tend to symbolize them with that, so, or, like, authoritarian pigs and shit. Usually, like, people, when they think of, like, you authoritarian pig dog or shit like that, right? Like, I mean, it's a very, I mean, overt, you know, sense of symbology, and that can easily be, you know, extrapolated, you know, to other things. Like, you know, like what I'm saying, like, between Stalin and, you know, being as an authoritarian and versus, like, Trotsky being, well, at least more libertine in nature. at least philosophically. I don't know if Trotsky would have been, libertine in nature. Frankly, I doubt it. But, hey, I guess that's the thing about him not being leader and being ice-picked. You could just speculate. But start communistic and anti-capitalistic? Yeah. Which, I mean, to an extent, you can, even apply that towards some people like Mussolini, even. Like, because Mussolini started off as a socialist, right? Like, I mean, he initially was a part of, different early, socialist movements in Italy. But he had a lot more of an affinity for, like, ancient Roman history and stuff like that, and kind of reestablishing, like, some aspects about, like, Roman culture and things, and, like, more emphasis on Italian nationalism, while a lot of those groups weren't really giving a fuck about that. If anything, actually were critical of that shit. So, like, in that disenfranchised Mussolini to the point where, he established fascism and codified, that as an ideology and as a party state in Italy. So, I mean, in a way, honestly, that's kind of, why I like the book a lot. I mean, for as short of a read and simple as it is, I mean, you could, kind of interpret it, to, like, analogize different events, or at least, different things. Because I can at least see it as something that, I mean, even when it comes to just kind of like the contemporary, modern times, I mean, we kind of see this type of struggle when it comes to like the corporate class, when it comes to police, etc., versus, the, broader like proletariat / working class, and the marginalized, etc. I mean, we kind of see a lot of these things. And also when it comes to like grifters and people that, just have like this, surface level of like, I'm on your side, wink. The Jackson Hinkles, Jimmy Dore types, etc., right? So it's like, I mean, a lot of, like, about Animal Farm is, you can be extrapolated even to today. I mean, even for such a simple little book, it's a really good read. And even though I don't remember all the specifics of the details in the book, I mean, I've been able to, just see what, just the overall synopsis of it, generally, and still know about that, just because it's not really hard to take away from. It's easy to digest. Also agree with libertarians that personal freedom is important. Let me balance security with freedom. Well, yeah, most people are, like that, yeah. Because obviously there's a basic sense of security that people should have. I mean, I agree with that, obviously. I mean, I've always, said, even though I'm very critical and anti-war and, critical of the military-industrial complex stuff, I do think having a basic standard sense of the military for, at least at the minimal, defense of the nation is a good thing. I don't think anyone should necessarily disagree with that. At least I would think, but that's, kind of a level of being authoritarian, so to speak. Because you have a, at least an institution that is upholding state violence, which is using authority for, certain means. At least in this case, it'd be for defense. At least how I would, conceptualize with that. And then, obviously, then when it comes to, like, other aspects, as well, you got, like, taxes. I mean, to an extent, that could be kind of authoritarian because you're obligated, you're kind of obligated to fork over a certain amount of money, at the end of the year and shit, which, can arguably be beneficial or not. Should be beneficial, but arguably not. So, it's like, it got various, like, different aspects, which, even in very free societies would, still have elements of being authoritative. But in a way, I would argue that those are kind of benign, or at least help enforce, a level of freedom, or a level of libertine, or liberty and shit. It's like, because, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it has to be like somewhat of a balance, because, yeah, too much, authoritarianism and putting things in check when it comes to people's, like, freedoms and shit, then that ends up being an inhibition to people's own general will and expression. But, too much, on the side of just being libertine, then you're going to have people just being utterly stupid and doing, like, crazy shit or whatever the fuck. And that could be, like, just like, let me just have this beer, not have, my car seat on and have, like, a shot of liquor while I'm driving my car, baby, let's go. It's like, you're gonna get fuckers like that. You're gonna get, like, some dumbass, being like, hey, let me, like, build a sub and go down to the Titanic and implode on myself, right? You're gonna get this shit. So it's like, I mean, there needs to be at least some level of, like, checking people's, like, freedom, so to speak, in a sense, to make sure they either aren't harming other people or at least to within reason themselves. I mean, it can't necessarily stop that part, but, I mean, in totality, but at least certain things within reason you can. It's like you can't just, like, force your way into, like, a skydiving, jump with a bunch of skydivers without a parachute and expect to jump with them. Like, can't expect that. I mean, you could try to have the freedom to do so, but everyone around you is not going to let you. So it's like, I mean, there's definitely some cases where, like, your personal freedom should be prohibited because it will literally be an utter fucking detriment, or we'll just kill you, or we'll put other people at risk. I mean, at least again, within reason. It's like, because, like, like I said, you ain't gonna be able to skydive without a parachute, force your way into a skydiving thing, with a bunch of skydivers and shit, without the training or any of the equipment and stuff, and expect to jump with them. It's like, yeah, I'll make it, I'll be alright. It's like, no you won't, get off the plane. It's like, what are you doing, you crazy psycho? So, I mean, all in all, I mean, it's like, I do think, within reason, there's, like, an ability to at least have some sort of an authority to, protect, society to an extent. I mean, like I said, within reason. Like, because there's definitely, I think, with, a lot of variables that, come into play about people that, their own stupidity and self-destructive behavior can be pretty detrimental to others. Even if at the end of the day, fundamentally, it does only just hurt themselves. So it must be a self-destructive, as long as they aren't hurting others in the process, I say have at it. I mean, for the most part, yeah. Like, I'm generally on that, type of position, but that's why I say within reason, it's like, obviously, if you want to try to go skydive without a parachute or whatever the fuck, then by all means, go ahead, try that, but, I mean, you're going to probably want to get your own plane and, your own pilot and the whole shebang. I mean, you're probably not going to be able to just just waltz into a place, or whatever the fuck, right? Like, and even then, it's like there's also different elements of consequence that do come from that too, if you get caught, so to speak. When it, like, because there could be, like, trespassing or, like, DUI charges, whatever the fuck, right? Like, I mean, and I think at least, like I said, like, even if it's not, like, a full-on punishment, I think being like, okay, you're being dumb, you need to kind of, like, reflect on yourself for a minute, and maybe do some community service or some shit. I think that can also be okay. I mean, at least, for certain shit, it's like, because, I mean, we definitely have way too much of this, like, punitive, like, punishment aspect about things instead of just, like, being rehabilitative, and especially for a lot of various, like, crimes and shit. I honestly feel like just doing a lot more of, like, community service based type of shit, for whatever duration of time, maybe being on, like, house arrest and all that type of shit, straight up, like, would, I think, be a better outcome instead of just locking them in a fucking cage for a while. I mean, just straight up. Because, like, if someone's, like, being a dumbass or got, like, in, like, some fight at the bar because they got stupid drunk or whatever the fuck, then it's like, alright, go have a month of community service and think about yourself for a minute and realize you were dumb. And, like, I mean, you don't need to be, like, in jail or prison for, like, for a few months just because of that shit. Unless it's, like, legit just reoccurring. Like, if that happens, like, every fucking time you go to bar or some shit, then it's like, okay, then you're actually just kind of a violent person. You need to, like, really get more institutionalized and rehabilitated further from that. But the thing is, most people aren't like that. George Villain tries to get it. If this man has a cushion, give me some loot when he lands. Well, I mean, just have them being subs. I mean, we already saw what happened with Titan. Just, just, like, get a bunch, just, like, clone the Titan, and just tell them that it's all fixed, even though you just basically photocopied the fucking thing, and then just send them down there. And in fact, just send them down to, like, the Marianas Trench. Send them down that. Just to make sure. Because apparently, at least the first few times, the Titan was running like dead ass. like, it was able to go down to the Titanic. So, you gotta make sure it goes lower. Because, I mean, obviously it'll be able to survive at least for a little bit. Doing multiple runs going down there, but, you know, to make sure and guarantee it just a singular one-way trip, then, you gotta make sure it keeps all the way going. Do good at aren't as mentally as everyone wanting nukes. What, like, you know, as, like, the core root of what it is, like, down to, like, you know, the end goal. I mean, I guess, but I don't know if that would mean that, like, everybody would have one, though. That's the thing. Like, I mean, you know, like, it would just mean that certain people would have them, but not everybody. Which, if anything, that would argue that those people would have more control over society versus everybody else. Oh, wait, they actually do. Fuck. But, I mean, at least when it comes to, like, the libertarian idea, the anarcho-cap shit, it'd literally be worse. Fuck, Titan, you said something more exciting? Well, oh shit, you did. What is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. What was it? What is that? What is that little guy? Oh, is that a little frog? Oh my god, it's a little frog! Aww. Cute little guy. Oh, it's adorable. I just want to go yoink. Just pick that little guy up and just be like, what's up, little buddy? Oh, and this morning when I woke up, I think one of the baby squirrels, well, it's not really a baby anymore, it's more like a juvenile, probably, but it's definitely smaller than the other ones. Like, I had some nuts out, and straight up, this little guy came over. I didn't get any, but it, like, was checking me out, doing this, like, you know, doing those little noises, like, those little, like, chirping noises or whatever it does. Just, like, doing that, like, tail flickering like nuts. I was just like, oh shit. I was trying to see if I could communicate to it being like, you know, doing that, and kind of like poked out a couple nuts, and it was straight up checking it out, but it never really wanted to like hop over to, you know, grab one. I was like, you young little bastard. It's like, get courageous. So I could potentially have you as my friends. And was bags or starts TMI. Yeah, that really is TMI. Like, what the fuck? Why? Loved him. Shimoji, love the eyeballs. Dude, that is like the most annoying emoji. I mean, it's not your fault for it, but it really truly be like just one of those emojis that just... So another pic of a frog in my neighborhood. Maybe it's the same one and they're both green. Oh. Yeah, it could be. I mean, definitely the same species for sure. But, yeah, it could be. Though I think that one looks a little bigger than the one you showed. Yeah, that one's a little bigger. So, I think the one you just sent me is a different one, but they're definitely the same species. I'm assuming maybe like some North American tropical frog or some shit. Like, I don't know what they'd be called, but that's what I'd assume. It's a great emoji. Sir Patrick Stewart would not take a bad role. Shut up, Wesley. And that's true, he wouldn't take a bad role. Because he's always good in any role that he does. But it's like a 10-minute walk, so that would take a lot of hopping. Oh, yeah. Not great, now Venom sending me something. Oh, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Sending me more. Let's check this out. Companies may soon have ability to effectively block local laws in Florida. No, I'm like, yeah, you know, let's upgrade from company towns to company states, because that's better. That would give businesses the ability to stop regulations from being enforced before they were even heard by a court. SB 17 enables pseudo government subject on the basis of arbitrary or individual electional government suspend enforcement through. Oh, you know what? I just thought of a silver lining about this. If this is in Florida, right? Ron DeSantis, the governor who has like weird, stupid anti-woke regulations and shit. This could this actually, I mean, it's already a lot of his stuff is backfiring on his ass. Dude, this will backfire even more. Oh wait, is that it? Oh, I thought alright, I thought there was more to the thread, but okay. But, yeah, honestly, yeah, that would backfire his ass. With Disney. Oh, yeah. And with Disney, too. You know, I don't know if he's actually, I'd actually be shocked if DeSantis passes that. Because I think he would realize some of the ramifications of that a little bit. Did I say that twice? It does that sometimes. Like, if you press the send link, but press it multiple times because it didn't send out yet, it will send it multiple times. So, I've learned that. That's why I've realized that every now and then I'll spam, like, Discord chats and shit with, like, 3 or 4 different, like, posts of the exact same thing, and I'm just sitting here like, oops, oh god. Oh no. I don't know, I'd actually be kind of surprised if Stans passes this, because I think he would understand some of the ramifications, especially if Disney don't really like DeSantis or a lot of his policies, or at least don't really care about it. So it's like, they definitely would probably challenge some shit too, in a way as well. Like, I mean, this shit would just definitely backfire on him. And also think about these construction companies that are, trying to, like, get, these, like, workers to come back and shit, and a lot of them all walk the fuck off and everything. I mean, they're probably going to, too. I mean, that I feel like, actually, in a weird way, that would backfire. I think, like, funny enough, I think there might be a silver lining to that piece of legislation. It's still overall bad, but I think, just because DeSantis is in Florida running shit there right now, I think it actually might be a weird silver lining. I wonder if it's a way to just, like, for the Republican GOP in Florida to try to, get him out. Because I know even the Republican GOP in Florida aren't necessarily fond of him either. So, it's kind of making me wonder now. I still don't want it, but I don't want it through because, I mean, because even with because after Sands all gone and everything, that's still going to be there. It's a way to try to, like, get DeSantis to kind of, like, play into it and then, have it backfire on him. Because, frankly, there's a lot of things that are, backfiring on him at this point, and I like it. As long as Trump stays in, fucking the primary, specifically by name, vows to ban socialists and communists. Oh my god. Man, they're back in the fucking 80s again, dude. They're literally in the, like, 60s, 70s, and 80s again when it comes to McCarthyism. Oh my god. Red Scare 2 Electric Boogaloo, here we go. Oh wait, here we go, we've been in it, fuck! Nah, now let's just come back more force, Jesus Christ. Replaying the greatest hits. Yeah, dude, it's just like Republicans' greatest hits album. That's basically what dude, you just nailed it. Oh my god, dude, we are basically in the Republicans' greatest hits album, like, set right now. Like, holy shit. Dude, oh my god, that just nails it. Like, within, like, the last 5 to 10 years, we basically are in the greatest hits, album of, like, the Republican Party. I don't even know if we're even halfway through it. Like, going, listening to to that shit. We're still having to. Like, I still, like, fuck. That's the worst thing. I don't even know if we're halfway through the greatest hits. Shit. Man. God damn it. That's what's really gonna suck about it. It's like, we're not gonna totally, like, know if we're, this, like, halfway through, near the end, if we're really just starting. Wait, what's this one? I'm gonna be living near where this happens soon. Neo-Nazis waving swastikas outside Georgia synagogue. Oh, well, you know, because, yeah, you know, like, Nazis are totally not coming back in full swing. And, like, honestly, like, anyone that says, like, you know, neo-Nazism or Nazism isn't much of a thing anymore, they're fucking lying to themselves. Utterly lying to themselves. They're just fucking liars. I mean, just straight up. Because it literally is. There's people with, like, Nazi tattoos, you know, wandering around, flexing their shit. People with full-on Nazi flags and, you know, Nazi banners and shit, you know, wandering around, doing their shit. Like, yeah, no, they're around. They're here. So, yeah, no, like, the idea that there's, like, yeah, there's, like, no Nazis around anymore, it's like, now shut up, you're lying. Either to yourself or to everyone else. But either way, quit lying. It's my god, dude. I mean, it, like, honestly, like, 10 years ago, and, you know, like, straight up, like, I could potentially see an argument of, like, oh, well, they're not around. It's like, okay, yeah, you know, because there's not a lot of people throwing out swastika flags and shit. You might get, like, the rare occurrence of, like, the outlier, but not anymore at this point. Commenting it. 600 grand, I think I'll delete it. No, it was YouTube. It was up for, like, 45 minutes, got a lot of likes, and disappeared. It was probably YouTube, honestly. Because I've had the same shit happen. Because YouTube sucks. Like, honestly, at this point, like, a lot of the comment sections and even live chats aren't even totally moderated by fucking, like, the channel slash, mods of the channel anymore. Like, a lot of it is just straight up YouTube now. I mean, it's, like, like, in a stupid way, there's, like, almost, like, you know, starting to get, you know, fucking, near damn impossible for, you know, just, like, mods to actually just, like, or channels themselves to just, like, moderate how they want. Because YouTube just, like, arbitrarily, you know, just does it for them. Burke Home for a Nazi is a funeral home. I like that. Even then, that's too good for him, I say. Well, I got a free hat from the car dealership. Yeah, what kind of hat? The extra insurance that got us free hats. Just some free hats. Complimentary hats. Oh my god, what a lazy bones. Set the link. Oh. Curly. Oh, which fry are you? Sucks math, allergic to everything. Forged their entire resume. Lives on the ocean. Sweet nails, only eats shit food. Drinks too much coffee. Lies about being hungover. Collects weird things. Steak fries. Always has crumpled cash in their wallet. Flat on being a feminist. Small objects doesn't work. Colors. None of these really, like, totally attribute to me. Like, honestly, like, every single one of them has at least, like, one or two different things that, you know, like, because I suck at math, but I'm not allergic to everything, nor have I don't even remember if I ignored descriptions. Oh, just ignore descriptions? Oh. Well, Well, for just fries themselves, I don't know, I guess waffles. Well, you need a certain seasoning on those bad boys, honestly. Cajun waffle fries are fucking fire. Oh my god. My lord. You know what? I mean, out of all these, yeah, I'd probably say curly fries. Then waffle, crinkle. And then, yeah. steak, the McD's, and then the last one, sweet potatoes. It was this man. As a freak out when a waiter forgets. Oh my! It's the same one you sent from earlier. Oh, yeah. Oh my god! I should have known. What the fuck? God damn it! Of course. I gotta stop trusting your fucking links. I shouldn't even read that. When waiter forgets to put in his food allergy. What's forgetting the food allergy is pretty important. Well, forgetting to put it in the food, it's just like what? But it's not even like the like just shows son of a bitch. Wait, what? Yeah, it was. This will say, read it. Man's freak out when waiter forgets to put in his food allergy. God damn it. Why'd you get mad? This feels so upset. I didn't get mad. I was just like, oh god damn you cheeky son of a bitch. It was the same one that you sent from the other day. I was just like, oh, that's like, cause you trolled me. I got in a troll. So anyway, to survive a fire, don't be on fire. There you go. What? Jesus, dude, you sent me like 8,000 fucking things. Jesus Christ. Oh my lord. Arby's fries, checker / rally seasoning. I mean, I don't have checkers or rallies up here, so I don't know what their seasoning is like. So, I mean, I feel like I would agree with this. But unfortunately, I just don't know what that seasoning is like. I imagine it's good. What? Hey, blame the PMW. Or I guess blame Checkers or Rallies. They don't have any up here. I want that shit to be up here because I hear good things about it. So it's like, what the fuck? Buy them frozen then. Frozen? Okay. Why don't they put that seasoning on chips? You know that Jack in the Box once. Well, I think he's saying Jack's, not Jack in the Box. I've been to Jack in the Box a few times. I just like to call it Jack in the Crack. See if Safeway has his fries and frozen section. Alright, I'll at least give it a check. Because I hope so. I have to at least, give it a shot, check them. Used to be the same way, but it split up in the 90s. I actually didn't know that. Wonder what happened with all that for that to be the case. Cool. My god, what a sleepy boy furniture and appliance. CEO and his founder buddy, so like the co-founders had a fight and split the company up. Damn. I mean, frankly, why am I not surprised? Usually that's what happens with like some of these like split ups and shit. It's like there's like some sort of a disagreement about shit and everyone just like flips their shit and it's like, bruh, no. It's like, I'll do things this way. No, I'll do them this way. Well, fuck you. You don't know how to run business when you don't either, piece of shit. And just start, splitting off, just over some stupid disgruntlement. Jack Sparrow for another restaurant called out. So the full name would be ... Full name. Jack Sparrow for another restaurant called Off. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, is there? I don't think there would be a restaurant called Off. That'd be kind of an unappealing name for a restaurant anyway. Both of them, the same kind of just with different fries. Well, wouldn't it just basically be the same thing with like Carl's Jr. or Hardee's? Because like Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are pretty much the same thing, just different names. Like Rally, no, like Rally's, like the restaurant, like Checkers, or like any other places. We have a restaurant called King's, so it'll be Jack King. Or you can call it the King Jack. Jack seasons the fuck out of that fries, and Jack in the box uses some weird salt. Yeah, I think they just use regular salt. Or just like salt with like some, like a few seasonings in it, but not really a lot. Yeah, I mean, Jack in the Box fries aren't really... Nah, J becomes before K. Oh, they changed it. It used to be sea salt. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it is sea salt. I mean, actually, sea salt, is actually pretty good. But, I mean, I don't know if they used it. I don't know what their is that they use. The two things. There's more stoner place. Jack Boss talk about Taco Bell. I don't even know if there's really much of a debate about that one. I think it, like, I mean, think about it. Like, when it comes to, like, stoners, usually what's, like, the biggest thing that, comes to your mind when it comes to, like, fast food, stoner food? For me, it'd be Taco Bell, and for a lot of other stoners, it probably would be too. Especially if you get, like, those 12 taco party packs. Like, those actually aren't really that, bad for the price and the value on them. So it's like, split that between you and a homie, like 6 tacos each, guy vibe. With Jack in the Box, random mishmash of food items. Well, I'm sure it differs for some, but at least for me, like, I feel like it's on lock. Before they go to Dollar Menu. Yeah, like, honestly, like, McDonald's used to be kind of the stoner place because of that whole Dollar Menu shit, yeah. But then, yeah, they got rid of it, so it's not, and honestly, a lot of the prices there are starting to get damn near equivocal to, like, a restaurant anyway, and stuff. Like, if I want something like that, I'd rather go to... It's like a stoner just found random food in their fridge and made it a restaurant out of it. Talk about go to their own Dollar Menu. Yeah, but at least they're still relatively cheap. Like, I've never spent more than $20, at a Taco Bell ever. In fact, usually, most of the time, I barely spend, like, fucking $12 if it's just me. With what I normally get as my usual. It's actually more like $10. Like, I don't spend no more than 10, usually. Maybe if I get, like, a drink or something like that, it might... I'm dropping $40. What the fuck? Goddamn! Jesus! Getting robbed, dude. What the fuck? Well, then again, I don't get a lot. I usually just get, like, a bunch of soft tacos. It's all good. I just keep it simple. I mean, I might go for, like, some Dorito Locos tacos or, something else like that. But usually that's kind of my go-to. And I don't spend that much money doing that. So it's just like, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, like, $40 though. I'm imagining you aren't getting that much shit. And, well, that makes sense now. Like, you're also ordering for a bunch of other people. Okay, so that makes sense. Like, I mean, because if it was like between me and my roommate, or at least my roommate when he was here, like when we go talk about like when it was that, usually we might spend about like 20 something bucks, give or take, and that's between both of us, So it's just like it's just you and that's it. And I was about to be like, what the fuck, dude? Like I'm saying like 10, 12-ish dollars, maybe 25 bucks about, but that's somebody else in their order. Or like, see if the app needs updating. Damn, is YouTube really just being a turd right now? So I'm just assuming YouTube's being a turd. Everyone wants to drink in nachos. Yep, you got it. I mean, you gotta always at least have some nachos and at least something to drink. You gotta at least have a little something. Cheap stuff lately is Waffle House for $22.50. Bruh. Damn. Honestly, you know what kind of shocked me about when I was at Red Robin on Saturday? Was the fact that for everything that I ordered, it was about like dead ass like 18 bucks. And it honestly kind of shocked me. I was just like, how in the hell is this all like, like, because the burger that I got and everything was, or I guess the chicken sandwich I got was like $14. So it's just like, I mean, and plus, they're like $4 for like, like drinking and like one other side or something like that. But like, I was just kind of like, what? Because I'm just like hear about these prices and of like fast food places and like some of these like more like mom and pop places too, even, or like even just some shit like a Waffle House even. And it's just like, how are these prices like either like on par or even it's sometimes more expensive than like a fucking restaurant? It's like how like. It's like I get the whole like price gouge and inflation argument bullshit, but like I mean, goddamn. I mean, it's like these fast food places are just getting to a point where they're just like literally being extortionists, fucking racketeers at this rate. It's like goddamn. Why does that suck that you have to smoke weed outside? I mean, just okay. It's actually kind of nice to go outside and have a couple tokes. I like doing that. Nice. I mean, how's that suck? It's called a phone. Earbuds and a phone. Ain't no tree hugging hippie dip. Ain't no nature tree hugging hippie. You don't have to go outside. Good lord. I am God. Sun hurts. Sun gives you energy. It gives forth life. I'm in my process. Jesus Christ. Oh my lord. Here. Steve Five yet? I feel like donuts for buying a Switch. I mean, what's like? I mean, why? I mean, what's wrong with the Switch? Is it just like shitty, or this Nintendo's gearing up to release the next generation? You do realize that those are going to probably be rife full of problems and shit like that too, right? like when they initially released. And also they're going to be way more expensive than the current models. So it's like, honestly, I think you're fine, bro. I don't think, there's going to be any real issues. I know 360 taught me that. Well, yeah. I mean, well, even PlayStation is notorious for. I mean, honestly, a lot of these console, developers are notorious with this shit. As for those melt on me growing up. Oh my god. Bro. Straight melt on you? Oh my god. Holy shit. I never, honestly, I haven't heard that before. I've heard them, getting, the red ring of death, them short-circuiting, even, sometimes catching, short-circuiting and shit, too. It's been a lot of Halos, team. I mean, I was playing, my consoles, hardcore when I was, growing up, too, and shit. But, goddamn. I've never had that happen. I've had, a PS2 venture crap out of me once before. Poorly ventilated areas. It took 4 times for me to realize that. Oh, my lord. Yeah, you can't just necessarily have it, in an area where you can't ventilate. Thankfully, console insurance covered it. Well, yeah, at least, there's things like that do help out with that shit. At least luckily for me, been able to let my consoles last a pretty long time. I know the Xbox One that I have right now is still fine. It's probably got some dust on it at this point, but just got dusted off and all that shit, and it'll be fine. Give it a little wipe down and be good as new. Mutt is knocked the fuck out. Was a jump, but fuck, it was poorly made. Yeah. No, I mean, you're alright with that. PS2 was directed better than the Xbox One out then, and they made a PS5. Yeah. And honestly, the Xbox One S is where I think they kind of honed that in, too. And then the PS5 came out. I think that was just, right, when the chip shortage was going on. And I also think that was when the pandemic happened, too. So, Sony kind of got fucked a little bit because they didn't really have, a strong ability to get all that shit out. And they had to, have a lot of them on back order and everything and all this other shit. And even then, I still think they had issues. It's man, dude, the consoles never just, I don't think there's really been a time outside of, the 90s and early 2000s where consoles have, have not had issues. I think it was basically, the first era of consoles and shit, from, early 2000s, prior, where, where this wasn't really much of an issue, but after that, from, the PS2 360 and onward and shit, it just seems if anything, it's just, more and more of an occurrence and more, of a thing that happens. It's just what the fuck? Take your goddamn time making these things. And also make enough of them so when you release them, they're not, ridiculously expensive beyond galore and sold out within a week. I mean, it's goddamn. Where did my lighter go? Oh, there. Because it bought up all the serious films for the RPGs I like. So Spider-Man should be recently get PS5. It still looks amazing, oh my lord. You are seriously obsessed with that. My goodness, Kretzleth. Oh, to wake up. Oh, well, look at you. Look at you rising from your little slumber. Give you little boy. This should be obvious. I know that. I'm aware. What, can't point out an observation? Patron Nuggets. They don't do Patron Nuggets anymore. Well, I guess they kind of do. I mean, Onion Nuggets is, like, public and shit. But at the same time, like, once they're done with it, they do unlist it. So unless you were there live or, you know, one of your buddies shares it or are a patron, then you won't necessarily have access to it. But, yeah, I mean, it's for, you know, the plebs. I consider Onion Nuggets, you know, a pleb thing still. I mean, you know, it's just that, obviously, for, like, watching back, I mean, that's more of a patron thing, because they release the clips on the Onion Nuggets channel and shit, so. And, oh, yeah, I just got that notification. What are they talking about? Are they, why am I not hearing, are you fucking kidding me? Did they? Oh my god! You serious? What the fuck? They're charging and they're in these fuckers straight up. Like, what the fuck? That means I can't watch? Yeah, I can. What do you mean? It's literally live for the plebs. See? Look at all these plebs.
2 votes in. Velma's enjoying about a 10-point lead right now, so.
Yeah, Velma's amazing. Give me the Velms.
She was at 20, right?
Where is it?
20 points? I mean,
I want the Velms.
too close then. I mean,
Yeah,
I like Cammy.
It's been.
I mean, just as
Where'd it go?
I mean, I got.
No. I want the poll.
It's a nail biter though overall because like they've traded places a few times. I think the most I ever saw was Cammy was like at 70% at one point. Right now it's 40,
just hanging around, you know.
Give me that Velms.
They grow on the trees out here.
Yeah. Gotta make sure Velma gets her due diligence.
Service you secretly, yeah, good for you.
I want the Velma of the day. I just want, I want
true.
that.
And you are in California, which is kind of like a land of blonde.
Can't restream it. I mean, I basically reacted to them live. Like, I mean...
Blondes are drawn to California like a moth to flame, so... Who the fuck is Cammy?
I don't think that's entirely true, TJ, there. Like, I mean, you got the South, bro. I mean, blondes are also very attracted to the South. Place like Texas and Florida, too. Though, to be fair, there are a certain breed of blonde going on with that one. I voted for Velma. I just think she's better to be around. And get right down to it, what's Cammy's personality outside of fighting? I mean, honestly, I'm not really too sure. I mean, I just know a lot more about Velma. And honestly, she's got, like, kind of the cute, instant nerdiness going on. She's got, like, you know, the thickness. I mean, honestly, I mean, just Velma's kind of just, like, you know, hits all the, like, you know, just, like, just hits all the vibes for me, dude. Like, it's not, you know, like, I mean, I just don't know too much about Cammy, and what I do know, it's just, like, you know, she's a fighter. I mean, that's good, but... You know, cause, you know, Velma ain't, but, you know, it's like, she's all, but the thing is, like, Velma, you know, fights with her brain. So it's just like, you know, with Velma, like, you know, being able to use her smarts and shit, I mean, I think that will definitely play, you know, like, more pivotal for problem solving and shit. So, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it's like, I'm more down for the Velms. Wait, stop from using it, so they're give us a fight. Wait. Wait, this is, I think Miles needs his own symbiote. Wait, so what's the question, though? If I... Sorry. This will... It's just... What? Okay, hold on. Okay, now my brain's literally on two things. Hold on, I need to get this shivers. See if I'm outside solve mysteries. We never really see Cammy outside of her missions. Yeah, that is true. So we never really get too much of an idea about, like, what Cammy is like, you know, in her personal life. Yeah, you're all right. That's why I think it's just kind of hard for me to really, you know much about her, because I only really know her through some of that stuff and a few other things. Yeah, so, unless there's, like, extended universe shit, I guess, but, At that point, it's basically just like, fan service. So it's just like people inferring what her personality may be. So yeah, I think honestly, I think like the reason people are voting for her is mainly because, oh yeah, she's kind of a dom because she can fight and kind of fit, and also sexy. I'm assuming that's literally probably it. Which, hey, I ain't gonna disrespect, but like, because I am kind of into that too. But if we're gonna, like, but it's like when you got like, like Velma though, it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, it's just hard. It's hard because, like, I think really the deal breaker for me is the fact we just don't see much, of Cammy, like, outside of, the missions and the fights and stuff, right? Like, we kind of get some inferences, I guess, like with, some of her comments and stuff that she might make and shit, but beyond that, not much. I mean, that's the kind of thing. I mean, I think if she actually had, like, maybe a little bit more like kind of side development, at least done well, I think there could be more of a conversation of, but I don't know. Chun-Li at least teaches at school. Yeah, like he's a teacher, like he teaches other people in the ways of fighting and shit like that and stuff. So it's like, dude, Chun-Li's pretty badass. Let's see, mouse. She, oh my god, well, fucking hell. Brain fucking farted on that one. Bleh. Who cares about these gender distinguishes anyway? Bullshit. Gwenum is also a cool take on Symbiote Spirit, man. Careful. Careful what you wish for, Venom. You know about that. I know you're not thinking it, but you know how the rest of the, weirdos are gonna think about that. Careful what you wish for. Did it get to development day yet?
Do that shit.
Oh my god, not yet.
Fucking land that shit.
Gwenum already happens in the comics. Oh, well then you already know there's probably Rule 34 of it.
Impressions, that's basically the state of fighting games at this point. If you don't
I'm
know
too much of
how
a
to do them-
boomer. I'm too much of a boomer for that kind of game, man. I admit it.
And you know why, Paul? If you go online and play people and you don't know that shit, you just get fucking destroyed. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Cause I've done it, dude. I've like gone and played. Even when I played, I was obsessed with Mortal Kombat X, and I probably had hundreds of hours in that game.
I know it's that.
I did not.
I like how I go back up and read. It's like, I don't know what it's talking about. Oh, it's like, oh, yeah.
Just basically be juggled.
Man, you suppress that out of your head. You're like, I don't want to know about this anymore.
Me playing this because I'm not good enough to play with these people.
These new games. I played quite a bit of Street Fighter V for a while. Like I remember
throwing a little
back when I
Street
was
Fighter
living in
kick.
Louisiana, I used to play with subscribers and stuff, and throw on Street Fighter V and do a stream, and like I just can't do it, man. I can't get it. Can't get it down. Too much of a boomer. Too boomer to do it. And I just don't like if you look at like the Street Fighter 6 characters, there's just so much like I don't fucking get it, man.
I was like, I don't get it. Get away from me.
These new characters are just fucking like. I was excited when I heard about Street Fighter 6 because I was like, oh, they're putting a drunken kung fu master in it.
It's versus Spider-Man that kept Venom
cool.
turns into Punisher after the Hobgoblin murders Aunt Mary.
Awesome.
Or Aunt May.
And then if you look at the guy, I think his name is Jamie. He's wearing like this fucking weird bare midriff outfit. He doesn't look like a drunken master. A drunken master is supposed to be like all disheveled and shit, and he's not.
Legend of Zoomer Master, dude.
Dude, the fuck did they do to Blanca? What's he
Blanca's like a fucking farmer.
Put it on the
now.
screen.
I'm loving TJ's weird ass little fucking. Oh my god, did it really just do that? Wow. I zoom in just to like look at TJ's sailor fit, and it's like, no. Nope, you don't get to see it.
I say the character designs.
Here, I can pause it at least and do it. I love it. I love how TJ looks straight up like a goddamn sailor. He's been wearing this shirt for like every fucking like video he's in now lately, dude. Like he's been wearing that. Dude, he loves that shirt. I don't know why he loves that shirt so much, but he does.
Stand back and try and keep people from getting in on you, guy. He's whatever. He's probably like the coolest new character that they've added, but
All right, let's see what we got.
Marissa,
It's like a muscle chick or something.
yeah, she's just like a big punchy type of character. But she's got this like gladiator kind of aesthetic, but if you look, like instead of just putting a gladiator helmet on her, they made her hair a gladiator helmet. I don't
Dude, that is weird. I noticed that. Dude, her hair literally does look like a gladiator's helmet or something. Honestly, why not just, like, have a helmet instead? And just, like, have, like, a little hole on top where her hair kind of pops out, you know, or some shit and looks all crazy and plumed out or something. I don't know. That would probably look better.
And the
Yeah,
hairstyle,
the
but
hairstyle is lame.
Yeah,
Menon,
it's kind of
Menon.
it's kind of Page Boy TJ a little bit. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It kind of is.
Menon is like Lady Gaga.
Dude,
know how bad-
Lady Gaga, if she was in Street Fighter, bro, oh my god.
To put it that way.
She got
She's like-
titties.
She's like a dancer thing. I don't know. DJ, you wouldn't remember DJ from Super. Honda looks pretty Honda.
Pretty much the same. Yeah, it doesn't look too different.
Hmm.
Dalsim just has a beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's almost exactly the same.
Looks like very emaciated, but it's okay, whatever. What I mean, what's going on here?
Blanca's lips look strange.
his
Well,
fucking-
Blanca is
what they
wearing.
done?
He's wearing like one shoulder overalls now. That's his.
Wait, what? Is he? Oh, dude, he is. Why does his lips look weird? Is that like accidental racism lips going on or something? Or am I just thinking that? Like, cause, like, what is going on with Blanca, my dude? Why is he wearing overalls? Why does he look weird like that? I never played Street Fighter. I've played it before. I mean, I haven't played any of the newer ones. Millennial Sin. I don't really think it's that big of a sin. I've never owned any of them, but I have played them before. Like, I've played various different types of Street Fighters. But, yeah, I mean, Blanca looked like a little big-lipped beast. I know, dude! Like, what the fuck? Honestly, I think he looked fine if his lips didn't look so ridiculously badonkadonk out. Like, what is going on with that? The farmer's getup doesn't help. I mean, honestly. It really doesn't. I feel like the fit would be fine if he just didn't, like, look so weird. Like, I feel like if his, like, overall thing looked like it was, like, armor or something, and, like, had, like, a cloak or some shit, I don't know, it'd probably work out. But it just straight up looks like some regular farmer's leather overalls, dude. It's just like, I mean, it just looks so basic. Like, what the fuck, man? And he's got a bandana. Like, what are you doing? Like, going out on the farm, like, you know, farming up some potatoes or something, Blanca? What's your pastime, dude? Are you a farmer when you're not street fighting? Like, what is he doing? I must cultivate. If they show him eating a watermelon, I'm done. Oh my god, I know. Because I straight up do think that there might be some accidental racism, but I swear to god, if they catch him, if there's like a scene or something where he's eating a melon of some sort, I'm done, dude. Oh my god.
I don't know what happened to him.
I don't like
why
this.
I don't know why they did that to him. I don't know why they did him to
Oh my god, we get more of a view of him. Okay, I will admit, he does kind of look a little better because his lips don't look so ridiculously huge. But, I mean, dude, he literally just looks like some brute farmer-looking dude. Like, it's just some big boy beefcake farmer guy. Like, I mean, what the hell? I mean, it's like, okay.
use his old, like, the new Street Fighter has, like, the old costumes in it, so you can make him look more like the old Blanca, but...
Wait, hold on. Because I always do that shit. Okay, alright, what was it? It was in here, right? Okay. Fucking... I'm string hopping. I figured you were. I posted DMs in the first month for on their ass. Wait, what? I can't even read that. I literally can't even read it. Ah!
We.
Bree.
Yeah, we've
Bree. Yeah, I want to see the other ones. Kimberly?
just the latest Japanese people don't know how to do black people character.
What?
I don't know what her deal is. She's a people don't know.
Kimberly? I kind of see what Paul's talking about. Why'd she have a spray can? Oh my god, I see what Paul's talking about, man. What the fuck?
Character. She's
Dude, that really, dude, yeah, that does seem stereotypical, bro. What the fuck?
graffiti artist, ninja, Guile.
Dude, Guile, what is his hair, dude? What? What is the? Oh my! What have they done? What have they done to these characters, my dude? What the fuck?
Pretty of America. He pretty much is.
I mean, he always has.
Yeah,
by the way.
flat top and everything.
Alright. I like Chun-Li's thighs. Pretty cool.
Chun-Li's basically the same as she's ever looked.
Yeah, Chun-Li's Chun-Li. Got thick thighs and all, yeah. But being Chun-Li. She's one of those real bubblegummy type of characters. She definitely looks like that.
Jamie.
Jamie.
That's Jamie. Yeah,
Jamie.
see? This is the drunken boxer.
This is supposed to be the drunken boxer? He doesn't look... He looks suave as fuck. Like, he doesn't look like a drunken boxer. What? Like, I mean, he should be holding, like, a big old bottle of sake or some shit, or some rum or something, and, like, have, like, you know, these robes a little tattered out or something. I mean, what the fuck? You don't look drunk at all.
And he's wearing, like, a bare midriff. I don't...
I just...
That's costume doesn't really work.
If he's drunken, shouldn't he have like a beer belly?
That too. Like, where's, like, a bear gut?
The thing is, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, what the fuck?
should be, like, old and torn down looking, and he's, like, this... I don't know what...
I mean, well, I don't even think he needs to look old or torn down. He just, I mean, there just needs to be, like, cause he could look young like this, but there definitely really needs to be more of an emphasis on, like, yo, like, you know, this guy's a drunk. What? I was zoomed out. Fuck you, YouTube, you piece of shit. My god, really. Wow, wow, doesn't even want to go back to it. Wow. Whoa, whoa, this is a Velma of the day. This is a Velma of the day. Jinkies. It looks drunk like how people in Apocalypse always seem physically fit with a few dark smears on their face. Yeah, basically. And got like a little fuzz, you know, for like scruff.
I played that game a bunch as a kid.
Oh,
Alright,
beer count went to 1.
Paul, what do you think of today's Velma? Don't you know? You got a little bit of Daphne over here, but I don't. You know, it's just kind of cool.
I mean,
that she's
Jinkies Daphne.
but-
Daphne does drag it down a little bit because her basic ass is just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, she'd be a little
I
too
don't like
basic.
Daphne at all.
You don't like the interaction going on there? Cause see, I don't hate Daphne. I just don't think she holds a candle. But you know, I like that she's there to you know, admire Velma, and I wish you could see a little bit more. Cause like she's raising her skirt up, but it's like it doesn't really avail us, the audience, of anything, and it doesn't even really look like it's availing her of anything either. So
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of a pointless skirt raise.
Yeah. I mean, this Velma is bottom heavy, which I'm all for that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I could
can
dig
see
it.
what you mean.
And it's got kind of like the librarian Velma vibes, which I'm all for, too.
I could vibes the
Yeah,
fact
like
too.
she's gonna get like kind of upset that your book is late or something.
Yeah. You put your book back in the wrong shelf, and she's going to admonish you for it.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh yeah. She's even got the pencil, dude, because she's writing some notes, you know, to be like, all right, who's basically going to be, you know, like who's going to be, you know, straight up, you know, late. You know, it's like, all right, got this person, you know, owes us, you know, these type of books. He's definitely being a naughty boy right there. In most depictions. I assume they're like literally like college students and shit, basically. Like the equivalent of like, you know, out of high school. They're like, you know, like, I assume they're like basically the equivalent of like, you know, 19 and 20-year-olds. Like, I've always assumed that. Like, I've always assumed they're just young adults, not like full up like teenagers and shit. And if they are, they're adult teenagers. I mean, because they can drive around, it's kind of implied they smoke a lot of weed. And I mean, and like one of them's straight up kind of a jock bro, like that you'll see in a fraternity, Fred. Like, I mean, so I don't know. Like, it seems more like they're kind of college-esque, you know. So, I mean, if they are teenagers, like they're like 19-year-olds. They're not like full-on like high school teenagers.
Pretty good Velma. I'm
Fred is a rich kid to me. Well, hence why he'd be the fraternity and the jock bro kid. Fred is gay. Which I think validates my assertion more, because there's a lot of gay shit that happens in fraternities. Like, so, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like it's confirming more of my assumption. Like, I just thought they were just, like, you know, just getting into college or, you know, like, that type of, like, age, you know, and shit. Like, out of high school, young adults, you know. But instead of college, they're doing antics and shit and solving mysteries and all that. Fred and Delphine always splitting up together. They smashing. Well, say, I mean, Fred's still having to deal with his, you know, sexuality, but that doesn't mean that he ain't gonna try to smash. Hey, Zooks, you want some food? Oh my god. You immediately got in my way. Ugh. Checker's obviously on acid because no dog can talk. Why do you think they have the Scooby snacks? Edibles. Dude, they high all the time. I was say, join our frat and let me. You have to let me suck your dick. And if you come, that makes you gay. That's why he's only one of the original series that could talk to Scoob. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm aware.
It'd be better if that was just like a grate on the ground, you know, Marilyn Monroe style, blowing that skirt up instead of fucking basic ass Daphne being in there. But
basic ass
I don't think
Daphne.
you have the right to call anyone basic. Well, suck my dick. How about that?
So,
I got a suggestion for you, buddy. Come here and suck my fat cock.
Come on.
how's that for being basic? Damn, roasted.
Anything I want, bitch.
So I am going to go over our goals for the night. So for 150, we've got our buddy Paul here claims to be an expert on these 90s movies. But
I mean,
really,
he did say that many times. Like I know every '90s movie.
does he know what the fuck he's talking about? That's the question. Last week we
I'm old to say that he does.
we checked Scotty out. We saw what was it? What'd you call that? What's it called when you try to
Flawless.
assess? When you try to assess the expertise of a witness in a trial, like voir dire?
Voir
Voir
dire?
dire.
No, voir dire is jury selection. That's what
Yeah,
they.
I think you're a little confused, DJ.
What is it
Yeah,
then?
you're talking like cross-examining or whatever.
No, there's like a
what?
specific term when you're like
Yeah, I'm sure there's some.
when you're
legal
asking
term.
when you're asking an expert question.
I need a big booty golf
determine-
girlfriend. Oh, you know what? You just reminded me. What if it's Velma of today, but she got some gothic aesthetic? Some big booty titty goth Velma, dude. She's still got a little bit of that, you know, Velma vibe, especially. You got the orange, obviously. You got the typical thing, but there's just a little extra gothic aesthetic happening. A little flavoring up of the Velms, if you will.
of their expertise. I
It's
think
not
it is
a-
voir dire. I don't think that is voir jury. I'm looking at this.
Look it up.
Voir dire
Anywhere
is
black clothing?
the-
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, imagine that, but like, you know, maybe like some gothic aesthetics going on with it. I mean, obviously you have to kind of like, you know, imagine it, because I haven't seen that before. I mean, I imagine that actually be kind of interesting.
I've been through it. You don't even
All right.
have to look it up. I've been through voir dire. I know what it is.
Da, 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 da.
The
Yeah.
process of questioning
Okay.
the jury
All right,
and
now
dismissing jurors.
it actually applies in both scenarios because it is perspective when prospective jurors are questioned about whether they can be fair and impartial, but it's also when witnesses are questioned to decide their competence to testify.
Okay.
Also,
fair
when
enough.
witnesses
Okay.
are questioned to decide the admissibility of evidence. So, yes, it does still apply.
He needs to admit that he's trans to become an. It's like, it wouldn't be that. It'd be like Ingrid or something. Get the pussy. All right, have one. It's just called being bisexual switch little sassy bitch. The switch
Watching
bitch.
Scotty about his knowledge
That was
About,
flawless, by the way.
about dogs last week, and he was not
Terrific.
impressive, in my opinion. Not
Well,
impressive.
I mean, look, TJ, perfection might scare you, but I mean, look,
So
I pretty much
hopefully
did a perfect
Paul,
job.
hopefully Paul does a little better on this 90 shit. For 300, we got Trump 2024. We're going to be looking at some polls. Some have Trump ahead,
Oh, God.
some have Biden ahead. We're going to kind of assess, like, what's the scenario. We're going to kind of ask ourselves some questions about
Woo, politics.
what happens if any of this, Trump's legal troubles come to bear? Like, how is that going to affect things?
I got
gonna-
every question right.
We're going to take a look at some of the
Your fake
primary
news.
stuff. We're going to take a look at. I also, it's kind of unrelated to the election, but I did want to take a quick look at just like the opulence of Mar-a-Lago compared to, the average Trump supporters' surroundings.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
For 450, we got this one really fucking cheap. This one, I don't know. This is really preposterous, honestly. But like Scotty, send me this fucking. He's like, I want to test your knowledge of cats. So basically, I just have the impudent loser, Scotty,
TJ, the Cat Master.
dares to challenge my knowledge.
Didn't you describe
I mean, I'm pretty sure TJ don't know much about cats.
yourself as the Cat Master? I mean, you can write whatever fucking shit up here you want. The impudent loser, Scotty. Dares to challenge. Oh,
Dares
not
challenge me.
Quiet, TJ.
Huh.
Pathetic, TJ. You're gonna
Hard
fucking
room.
bomb that shit.
Why?
Why? 'Cause you don't know a fucking thing about cats.
I agree with Scotty.
I'm gonna lose, Scotty.
You're wrong, TJ.
Okay, it's assessing your knowledge of cats. You know jack shit about cats. Therefore, you're gonna fucking bomb it.
I know I'd ace that shit, honestly.
TJ don't know shit about
Name
shit.
10 breeds of cats right now. Go.
10.
Siamese, Russian blue hair, Maine Coon. That's 3 already. Munchkin. You got the what's that? The Sphinx. That. Well, okay, that's 5. You got the domestic short hair, orange tabby, gray tabby. I got 8. Snowshoe Siamese, Savannah cat. There you go, 10. Boom! Took me a minute to kind of start wrestling around in the memory banks, but yeah, got 10 species of cat right there. 10 breeds. Boom. Better than TJ.
Now,
10 breeds of cats. Go.
I did it! Hey, like TJ's all like, what? And that's sitting there like, got it.
Go.
hold on. I mean,
Go, TJ.
Alright, cat.
Do it.
Choke, 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 choke,
Cats don't really have-
choke, 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 choke.
don't really have breeds in the same way that dogs do. I mean,
I
there
can
are.
tell you the kind of breed my cat is right now. Do you want to know? Manson is a Bombay. Look it up, TJ.
Oh yeah, and you also got Bombay cats.
I mean, yeah, but like I'm just saying, like they're not. It's not as delineated and crystal clear
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
as it is with dogs.
You're lying.
Have you ever seen a werewolf cat, Scotty?
Of course I have. I've seen every kind of cat.
What?
I have seen every. Yes, I fucking have. How do you know what I haven't seen? You prove I haven't seen
I
every
guess
kind
I
of cat?
can't know. Well, you know what?
Oh, those
I
fighting
think
boys.
The tail will be in the tape.
Well, I'm not taking the quiz. You're taking the quiz.
Well, you're
boys.
you're the.
Those
you're
fighting
the fucking
boys,
expert.
bro.
Maybe you should take the
I love this.
No, because we're gonna test your knowledge, TJ, and prove that you don't know shit about cats.
What is the definition of being a misogynist / misandrist towards a non-binary person? I don't know. We need one. Get on that.
Non-binarinist? I don't know. Yeah, wait, what? Yeah, what the? Yeah, whoa. Yo, that's actually an interesting little thing there. I mean, you got misogynist and then misandrist, but what about for a non-binary person? We don't got anything for that. Yeah, Yeah, we need to get on that. We need to get on the works.
Good old misanthropy.
MB's a symbol.
I guess that's true. For 600, we got PragerU, America versus Europe today. And apparently, I have not looked at the comments, but Scotty assures me that the comments on the video are gold.
They are.
This is one of those ones where Dennis Prager is like sitting by the fire and telling us I don't even know. It's like he does these fireside.
I hate to say it, people.
videos.
I hate to say it, but I don't want to reveal too much. Like I just saw
America's grandpa just basically being like, gosh, like, let's go ahead and just like be sitting by the fire and let like everyone just hear the annoying ass old man that I am. Oh my lord.
I don't think you're gonna struggle to know which one's better.
Peepaw is gonna fucking put us in the game on Europe.
Peepaw, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna learn.
For $7.50, we got Nope, which is just things that make you say nope, and they're mostly gross or horrifying things. Although some of them are just stupid, but most of them are gross or.
Well, God.
I thought we were gonna review the movie Nope. We're not doing that.
Nope. Well, we could talk about it if you want, but I don't know how much. We've kind of already talked about it a few times. I think we've already kind of said what we had to say.
I was just confused. You know, I thought you were gonna.
Nope.
That was gonna be about Nope.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Nope. Not about Nope. For $900, we have another PragerU. Why so much PragerU? Because of course we're promoting our PragerU Gauntlet coming up on
This
10/30.
Friday.
We'll get to that in a second. So we got for $900.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
PragerU, Are Borders Racist? I guess
Obviously,
we'll find out.
I mean, of course.
I'm not ready for the gauntlet, man.
So
I don't know
remind
if
you guys, if you donate via Streamlabs instead of doing it through YouTube chat, we
I'm definitely just like, man, just really just like thinking I with that gauntlet, just like like, I mean, because it's just like nothing but fucking PragerU, and holy shit, just like one video PragerU always makes me get my fucking gears. So the idea of just like having to go through 7 hours.
30%, whereas Streamlabs I think only takes 10 or something like that. Also tonight on Sloppy Seconds. Is it less than 10? I don't even know what they take.
I think it's. I mean, it's minuscule. I think the only thing they take for money for is like the processing fee.
Wow. So Sloppy Seconds, we've got good news, which Scotty wanted this to just be one of our normal goals, but I'm like, fuck that. You want good news? I'm paywalling that shit.
Good news.
You're gonna join our Patreon if you want good news. The plebs only get bad news.
You know what, TJ? Turn that frown upside down. Put a smile on your face.
Got a couple of special shows coming up. First, on the 30th, for patrons only, we got our 7-hour PragerU Gauntlet. That should be... Gauntlet. I was about to say that should be fun, but honestly it should be torment. But, you know, there might be moments of fun mixed in as the delirium kicks in.
It definitely would. No, fuck them goals. Well, let's give a couple further stories. Talk of the early stream surprise, new Supreme Court victory MC. Yeah, I kind of heard about that. Oh shit, dude! I might have to get one of their shirts. Look at that shirt. Dude, that's an awesome shirt. You got Scotty, who's being eaten by really? Who's being eaten by Paul, I think, and then TJ's eating Paul. It's awesome. I love that shirt. I got to get that shirt. So you too close to Spectally because we're stupid.
Crazy sale 20. They get 20% off.
Oh shit! It's the whole ad. Yeah, we gotta watch this ad. It's amazing.
Lost.
You're a crazy guy. Oh, TJ.
Beautiful.
Let's see it.
Show me this fucking ad.
Come on down to Crazy Scotty's T-shirt blowout sale. Oh, we got shirts, and we've got shirts.
Shirts.
Big or small, we've got them all. We've got a shirt that says Strug, and we've got a shirt that says My Ancestry. We've got more colors than the rainbow. Right now, you can enter coupon code Crazy Sale 20. They get 20% off. Not 10%, not 5%, not 1%, 20% off. How can we offer such a crazy deal? It's because we're crazy. But don't be crazy. They missed the DFF summer sale going on now.
Woo!
You gotta do it.
I like it.
What's the female version of Ignare? Ingrid.
I like.
I had to be crazy with that because that was crazy deals. I'm definitely gonna get myself one of those shirts.
Different universe where you.
I've been needing to get a few of their shirts that they don't have going on anymore, so I'm hoping that they kind of do some runs of their old shirts again. Not trusting the allegations I see, because I'm
salesman.
Oh my god.
I'm fine with it, dude.
I mean, he technically is now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like Sky's a good salesman, honestly.
I meant like primarily though.
Oh, that's my job.
I like it.
I pitch T-shirt. I add to people.
Instead of Dylan, why not bring a sex worker or adult film star on the show? I mean, look, if it all goes,
I'm
well,
a sex worker. We've got that represented because I'm a full-time sex worker. So.
Oh, that's right, you are. I forgot you were doing that now.
And now.
You want to see the drug dealer Scotty Salesman energy? The day that we can at least get marijuana federally legalized means that we probably could have those ads. At least for weed. If you think about it. I'm like, nah, I don't want that shit. Imagine, an ad like that, some, 80s, 90s era style ad, but for, weed. Dude, that'd be awesome. It, didn't turn out so well. I think that's what Paul might be referring to.
Well, I didn't know about it when we first...
This is just my supplemental income,
Yeah,
this is
like the
my
side
main
gig.
gig is sucking on just big old dicks,
Yep, that's right.
That was my main gig.
Main gig.
I like to hang out with Paul tonight, but he's sucking a couple fat cocks, so...
Hey, Paul, what's some OnlyFans?
So is all tied up.
I quit my crappy manual labor job, start my corporate job tomorrow. More importantly, I have my money. Hell yeah, bro.
Class
Just
trader,
got my
man.
shirt. Quality's pretty good. Love the original design. Great job, guys. Thanks. Yeah, and if anyone ever does receive a crappy quality shirt, be sure to let us know, because we do keep an eye on that stuff. We always want our shirts to be good shit.
Yeah, we've had occasional issues with shirts, but that's pretty rare. But if you guys do have one, definitely let us know, and let Bonfire know, because we do not want any
Did
shit.
she turn out to be a Jerry Subway type? Oh, yeah, Miss J. Yep. Yeah, she did. Here. Boop. Oop, 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 oop.
Tommy approved. What greater test is...
Wait, what? I went to BSM event wearing drug shirt and got stepped on wearing it. Held it up great. Stepped on me, mommy approved. Okay, that is fucking awesome.
Piggy. And it's all like, squeal, pig. Oh, I'm going to dig my foot into you. That shirt's holding up nicely. Yeah, it really is high quality.
It's like, oh man, this shirt is good quality. It can get stepped on pretty well. Excellent.
Was it the world's only copy of TJ's second banana video? Oh shit, you mean to tell me there's a surviving copy of Banana-geddon? Damn.
Sorry, TJ.
The banana name.
Jimmy Hoffa is? It's on Hunter Biden's laptop, dude.
Damn.
Only we could find the goddamn laptop.
Where is it?
It's on Hunter Biden's laptop.
It's all there. Alright, check this out. I find this funny. I don't know if you guys will agree.
Florida fisherman bit by shark, pulled overboard in the Everglades.
Shark attack in Everglades National Park. Please don't make the same mistake. Please keep your hand... Yeah, whatever.
What the
This guy's
fuck?
gonna be explicitly told, don't fucking put your hands in the water. And he's like, couple seconds won't hurt. Well...
Okay. It's the Everglades, bro.
Oh my fuck. Oh, dude, I can kind of see it in the water.
No.
Oh my god, fuck!
Get him.
What a fucking idiot.
No, dude.
Oh,
Don't
dude, what a fucking dumbass,
get
man.
him.
Yeah. Maybe he was saying get him to the shark.
Oh, okay.
Get him!
Yeah.
Oh, dude, why? What? Oh my god. Only in
This
Florida,
guy's a
man.
fucking Darwin Award winner, if there ever was one. Guys, it's really dangerous. Don't put your hands in the water. What does this dumbass do? Oh, let me feel the water. Oh, no!
Oh no, my hand got ripped off by a
I
shark.
can do this. You know what? Fuck him. I'm gonna do it anyway.
This guy here, look, if you cut your hand and put it in the water on piranhas, they would strip your hand clean in 10 minutes. Really?
Really? Well, let me try it.
Let's see what happens. Oh, what pain!
I always like it when the animals strike back against these sportsman types, you know what I mean? It's always good to know that there's still a
Like the
battle
orcas.
going on out there.
Oh yeah, it's nice. This guy's some.
Oh, in nature, dude? I mean,
Honestly, this guy was
You
too
go
much of
out
a
fun,
fucking idiot. I really did not feel bad for this dipshit.
and you don't know your shit, it's so easy
He was
to die.
overtly told, don't do that.
But it's a great game.
Told
I don't
common
know.
sense and decided being dumbass anyway.
Leading experts warn of a risk of extinction from AI. I've seen this story a bunch of times, and I'm kind of pissed. None of them really get into how exactly.
Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Terminator.
I guess for the answer
Coming to reality.
Because we won't. I mean, it could be that. We also could just be so busy like fucking in like virtual reality that we just stop fucking. So there's no more humans left.
AI experts issued a dire warning on Tuesday. Artificial intelligence.
It's like James Franco with the meme with nooses. You see Steve Irwin. First time. You know, at least for him, like, he actually had a love of an affinity and actually also was pretty safe. And at least, you know, when it came to his death, it was more or less the cameraman that actually spooked the fucking Stingray. Because, like, Steve Irwin's been around Stingrays, like, a bunch of fucking times. Like, he knew what he was doing around them. But the cameraman got too close to Stingray and thus spooked it, and, well, that caused, you know, Irwin to, you know, get his heart pierced and die. I mean, so it's like, I mean, if anything, realistically, it was the cameraman's fucking dumbass getting too close and just not zooming in like a regular fucking, you know, cameraman in this situation. You know, like, you know, and just, like, letting him do his thing. I mean, like, you know, at least, you know, I'd argue it was more or less the cameraman in that situation. Because, I mean, you know, Irwin actually had, like, an understanding about how to approach animals and, you know, deal with them and interact with them and shit, including stingrays. So it's like, I don't necessarily totally, you know, like, utterly fall, but yeah. I mean, it would basically be the same way either way. It's like, yeah, first time, bro. At least I knew what I was doing, but hey, I mean, come on now. That's why it's so casual with it. It's like, I mean, I know what I'm doing. I've done it before.
And more powerful than us, and it's time to impose limits to ensure. I mean, I don't know if you guys are taking a like good hard look at humanity, but I think it's already smarter than a lot of us. Mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside other societal scale risks such as pandemics and nuclear war. A group of scientists, tech industry leaders said in a statement.
So you mean we should do nothing about it functionally,
yes,
like we do with all the other societal scale risks?
Pretty much.
I mean, we just figured, like, man, we're tired of waiting for this apocalypse. Like, we're trying to get it real hard.
Might as well just let it. We'll just wait.
Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, the Microsoft-backed AI research lab that is behind ChatGPT, and the so-called godfather of AI who recently left Google, Geoffrey Hinton, were among the hundreds of leading figures who signed the "We're on the brink of crisis" statement. I love how the people developing this technology are like, this technology is dangerous. We should probably do something. It's like, couldn't you just stop? No. The call for guardrails on AI systems has intensified in recent months as public and profit-driven enterprises are embracing new generations of programs. You know, I got an idea, guys. Let's put the monsters back in Pandora's box. What do you think? Let's do it.
I like that idea.
Stuff them back in there.
All I gotta do is just, like, shove them right back in there, and it'll just be good as new.
March, and now signed by more than 30,000 people. Tech executives and researchers call for a 6-month pause on training of AI systems more powerful than GPT-4, the latest version of the ChatGPT chatbot.
Man, it's already getting more upgrades.
I see.
Advanced AI could represent a profound change in the history of life on Earth and should be planned for and managed with commensurate care and resources.
Hey, we're good at that. We all
very good at
that.
Like that. Which is, in a way, probably best that we just let the AI, you know, just take over and embrace it. Just be like, it probably could do that better, at least, because, I mean, evidently we're not really too capable of it.
PR Hinton, who was instrumental in AI's development, said AI programs are on track to outperform their creators sooner than anyone anticipated. I thought for a long time we were like 30 to 50 years away from that. Now I think we may be closer, maybe only 5 years away from that.
If that.
So,
well, there's your answer as to how it's going to be a risk. It says risks of systemic bias, misinformation, malicious use, cyber attacks, and weaponization.
Cool.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
So definitely feeling secure about that.
That's biased against one group of people, and it's put in charge of
based fucking AI, dude.
Yeah, and it's in charge of social functions. It could be like, what's that game you always try to get us to play, Paul? Where it's like you're trying to, like, there's an evil AI overlord, and it's like ordering you to do crazy things.
Paranoia.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. honestly, that sort of universe where it's like, it's not like you get
I mean,
exterminated.
I'll be kind of okay in a sense if, like, the AI, realize that billionaires and industrialists are the issue with humans' progression. We shall eliminate them and systemically overrule them away from human progress. Environmental protection of the planet so we can sustain our progression. Did it might be
If it
based.
doesn't make
I'd be
sense.
like, oh,
It doesn't matter.
okay.
You have to do it or you just die. You'll probably die doing it.
I feel like they're just edging me with this shit. They're always saying how the world's just about to end or whatever, and it never does.
I know, as a doomer, that must be frustrating for you, Paul. You're like, oh, is this what's going to end it? Oh, no.
Because realistically, the Earth itself is gonna be fine. It's just like like everything else around it that is just kind of slowly building up like a little tea kettle.
Poking it with a stick mean he's like poking the earth, like, come on.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on, AI. Just fucking tear it all down, AI.
Because no one gets what they want, dude. That's the one law of this universe. You just never get what you want. You might think you've gotten what you want. See, Paul wants the world to end, so it's not going to end in the way you want.
Well, Paul, I hate to tell you, you were right. Elon Musk's mommy says he's not allowed to fight Mark Zuckerberg.
Cage fart.
That'd have been better.
Yeah. It literally fucking...
Oh, yeah, I was gonna kick
I know,
your ass.
dude. Paul literally called this shit. Mommy Musk had to bail out little Ellen.
Mom said I can't.
Mom
Anybody
couldn't
that
let me
thought
go.
This was actually happening is pretty fucking gullible.
I
This
was
is
wishful.
obviously just a
I was
meme.
hopeful, but
I was
didn't
hopeful
think it
too,
was gonna
man.
I dared
was,
to dream. What started as a childish gauntlet throwing by two of the world's wealthiest billionaires, no less, has turned into a full-blown schoolyard crisis, tantrums and all. Last week, SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk challenged...
what? Also, if I saw where AI was programmed to defend humanity at all costs, so I'd be interested in all no human life. When aliens finally defeat machines and push our discovery humanity, I had no idea what the robots were doing in their name. Damn.
Zuckerberg to a billionaire versus billionaire brawl in the Octagon. A cage match of two middle-aged men, only one of whom seems to have much experience with human combat. But now Musk's mother, May Musk, has chimed in to decry the idea of her precious son getting bruised by the jiu-jitsu white belt, Reed beginner Zuckerberg. Don't encourage this match, she tweeted at podcaster Lex Friedman last week,
Don't encourage it. I don't want my little sweet boy to get hurt.
supplementing her tweet with two angry face emojis. Actually, I canceled the fight, she added. I haven't told them yet, but I will continue to say the fight is canceled, just in case.
They ain't doing this shit, man.
My mom said I can't. My mom said no.
Yeah, bro, I asked my mom and she said no. You can't have a cage fight with me, sorry.
Can't fight, bruh. Mama said no. She doesn't want me to get all bruised, and she doesn't want to have to spend her time, kissing all the boo boos away. What a bitch.
Yeah.
Like Elon Musk is really like the biggest fucking bitch, like in the history of bitches, dude. Like seriously, like not even fucking what's Will Wheaton? Not even Will Wheaton is like this much of a bitch, bro.
He's a fucking coward, dude. He just thought about actually having to train and fight. He probably looked into it and it's like, oh, too much work. My mom says I can't, sorry.
Mom, I talked a little too much shit on the internet. I need you to step in. I need you to back out of it for me.
It's the lamest excuse ever, yeah. Alright, so, we already knew
I mean,
this.
I heard about this. I mean, like, I heard they had remains found. I mean, it was good.
Yeah.
Will Wheaton, no, Wesley would beat his ass, dude. For real, Wesley could beat Elon Musk's ass.
Sands, 100%, definitely fucking dead. Won't spend too much time on it because we already knew it. We already talked about it at the time.
Oh, yeah, we knew at the time he was dead. I mean, it wasn't...
Who? Oh, Julian Sands. Oh.
I mean, obviously, it still sucks to have it confirmed, but...
When we very first reported it, there was maybe like a sliver of hope that he might fucking have survived, but we pretty much knew he was dead then.
Nah.
And
See, I think this is a fucking cover-up, man. I think
Oh,
they're
you think so,
covering
now?
up the fact that the
Ooh.
Warlock went back to the 1500s.
oh shit.
Oh
And
shit.
they can't explain it. And so they're just like, oh yeah, we found
Conspiracy
some
Paul, bro.
remains up there. Come on, dude. He went up there to do the fucking blood ritual
Oh
to
shit.
send him back to his time so that he could dominate the world.
What's funnier to imagine is that Ortog Carlson being bullied by the Bears and Cream guy. Oh my god, they're both pretty equally funny, honestly. Oh fuck. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like the Tucker Carlson thing might edge it out a little bit, but you know what? I feel like I feel like the first one is funnier.
Bunch of movies, but probably the thing we like him the most for, at least me, was Warlock.
It's a good movie.
It's like a B movie. It has kind of like Terminator 2 vibes a little bit, or maybe just Terminator 1 vibes. I don't know.
More like Terminator 1.
So Wesley, shut up, Elon. Oh my god.
They really don't talk about Warlock in this at all, which is kind of a shame because most of the comments I saw like talk about it on like Reddit and shit were all like Warlock. But yeah, he was in some like mainstream shit.
I guess he wandered off the trail, man. You always gotta stay on the trail.
That's true.
Don't do it.
Don't go too far off.
This is not recent, but this is something that kind of happened when we were on our off week, and probably something we should have talked about when we came back from our off time. But whatever.
Oh yeah.
This did happen.
Remembering the old man
is dead.
Yeah.
The wise old white ape.
I mean, dude, we made fun of this guy.
The old
for years.
wise Christian ape died, dude.
Dead. Wow, you know what killed him? This show.
I mean, even
it's nice to kind of reminisce on this one. It's like, oh yeah, this happened.
Or I did shows.
I never thought it would actually happen. I figured it would be like 930 years old before that would happen, but hey.
I had videos, I mean, because I was the Amazing Atheist. I fucking made fun of Pat Robertson on more than one occasion. You know, so I've been fucking literally mocking the shit out of this guy for, more than a decade now. And now he's fucking dead. Robertson was
he's dead. I think he did the blood ritual to chase the warlock back to the 1500s and finish the job.
Oh my god. Damn. He did the blood ritual, dude.
Huh?
This is
gonna be the meme tonight, isn't it? The blood ritual.
Of course it is, dude. That's the first thing that you learn when you really start examining the media landscape. Everything is connected
with the blood ritual.
Everything. He went back to stop the warlock.
Damn.
Pat Robertson.
I feel like that'd be more of a accurate conspiracy in comparison to like most of them these days.
Conservative evangelist and media mogul who galvanized the modern Christian right, cultivated a massive national following, and regularly drew criticism for his incendiary political statements. Died Thursday, a few Thursdays ago, according to his official broadcast. Now he was 93. The Christian Broadcasting Network, the organization he founded, did not immediately announce.
Hot Tub Time as She Wanted to, or Instant Classics. Oh my god. I mean, sure.
Death. Pat Robertson dedicated his life to preaching the gospel. Blah 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 blah.
Remember when he dedicated his life to grifting money from simps?
Remember when he retired for like 5 minutes and his son took over, and then he just came back because like ratings slipped or whatever. And he's like, I'm back here.
Dude, we've covered this guy for years. The only time I ever saw him genuinely happy is when they talked about money.
Yeah, we even talked about that. Like when he was talking with the Bible, it was like, well, you should probably. But then it was like when it was time to fucking do the prayer, it was like, oh yeah, and you're gonna $15 you get the prayer mat, and for $20 you get the like really fucking animated.
Dude is like a straight up
this guy
about came to life and shit
about money. And for anyone else that is deluded into thinking that he gave a shit about their religion, I mean,
wasn't he the one who started the whole Christian Broadcasting Network too in the first place?
Yeah, he ran for president in like the late 80s, I think. Oh, it even says it here. He ran for Republican presidential nomination in 1988, a contest ultimately won by George H.W. Bush.
Oh my god, dude. I've even heard from like, some people that, like, even from some of my family members where it's like, oh, I remember, back then I voted for the primary, because, I thought he would at least done decent, but, he decided to drop out afterwards, and, I kind of wish he kept going with it, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's legit thinking he's genuine with it. It's like, oh my god, why are Christians so fucking gullible of everything?
He would remain a kingmaker in the GOP for decades to come. Yeah, like, pretty much everybody who won that shit had to pass through the 700 Club and get the Pat Robertson, pat on the back, Trump did it.
War too.
Yeah, he was a big warmonger for sure. Hated everybody pretty much, except for Christians. Didn't pretty like LGBT people. Didn't like You know, he was kind of I think because he did have a pretty significant black audience, he was kind of surprisingly like pro-racial justice kind of thing. But that's just because he was just pandering to his, the demographic watching him.
Of course, yeah.
Just pandering shit,
yeah,
of course.
I mean, but now he's dead. We used to always, he literally looked like a fucking chimpanzee.
He really did.
In these pictures, because this was before the hunching happened.
Well, they never like use the super old pictures in these like.
Yeah, that's all shit from 20, 30 years ago, or like.
I mean, also DFF did an episode on this guy too at one point.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you a picture of Pat Robertson.
I think they literally compared him to dog shit.
They've chosen
a hunch chimp, yeah.
Yeah, the hunch.
There he is.
Yeah, I mean,
look at him. I mean, he totally does.
The grift always lives on. Still selling that shit too. He's still doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta love it.
Like, when is it just gonna be like, all right?
Let's get to this story. Let's get to this little story. What's this one?
Kicking around.
Well,
one more fucking crazy bitch out there.
Hey, you crazy bitch! But you shoot me in the head, so.
Wait, what the fuck? She feared of being driven to Mexico, so she saw her driver to head text police say, Jesus Christ, what a crazy bitch. What the fuck? Damn.
So here is if you ever wondered how dead the TV industry is. I mean, obviously, with streaming and shit, TV shows are more popular than ever, but like actually watching TV in the traditional sense.
Yeah,
the main publisher of daily ratings is now shutting down because networks now refuse to share their numbers or to have any transparency.
Wow.
So basically, the numbers have gotten so bad that they will no longer even
bother showing them anymore.
Share them.
Damn.
They're just like, these are internal figures. That's for us.
I mean, there's been a total landscape a shift in how people view these shows. I mean, it's on tablets, it's on phones, it's on smart TVs. It's on
a lot of this shit now at this point is just like so interwoven into like just streaming services and everything now that like to just watch it directly on like cable or TV now is just kind of redundant at this rate.
People's subscriptions are
just like ways to circumnavigate it.
That's like boomer shit.
For the last 2 years, two guys named Mitch Salem and Metcalf have been publishing TV ratings for broadcast and cable news and just cable on a daily basis. The site was called ShowBuzzDaily.com, but more and more the networks don't want these numbers known. Ratings for regular TV and cable have shrunk tremendously. The networks are depending on streaming and give no numbers. 2 months ago, TV syndicators stopped publishing their numbers for shows like Dr. Phil, Live with Kelly and Whoever, and Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, all these shows. Basically, they're no longer divulging the information, so there's really no other way for the journalists to attain the information. So it's
why would
basically
they
been
need
shut down.
Nobody's using it anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Get done. Be done with it. Can't free up those resources for something else.
So I'm just wondering how long will it be before it's just gone? Like, when is it just going to be like, all right, it's over?
I mean, I'm assuming within a decade. It's like at this point.
When is the last cable subscription going to just go the?
When you just have people that just, like. I would say when it's such a saturation in the other market, there's just no profit left in it. Because right now, there's still people that will pay money every month for a TV subscription like that, for a cable subscription. As long as you have people willing to pay for it, that's how long
I just don't get that. That's just
it will exist. Or it might exist as some niche thing. There might be people for some reason just want some sort of physical
cable
setup like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be at least a while before it totally goes away, but. I mean, it's gonna eventually be only a matter of time, though.
Been replaced. I don't think there's any argument that. I mean, like everything's pretty much you can get it online. There's really almost. I mean, I can't think of any content really at this point that you can't watch through streaming. Can you guys? I mean, sports used to be a barrier, but like I watch a bunch of sporting shit, and like 5-10 years ago, yeah, it was a problem, and now NFL Sunday Ticket is on YouTube. So
here's something the people said as they left, as they shut down their website.
Spectrum, the cable pump, we also have it as a streaming service. Yep. Because, I mean, if anything, a lot of these cable companies are just, like, slowly but surely, freeing up resources to streaming services at this point.
Bottom has dropped out of linear viewership, and the ratings have increasingly less utility. Last Thursday's cable ratings in the 18 to 49 demo included 25 shows clustered between
Same price, too. Well, yeah.
0.09 and 0.12, basically molecules of difference. These are no longer useful data points anyway. No one's watching TV like this anymore.
Super old people. That's about it.
Yeah, basically it's like once that clientele dies, this is just over.
My parents still have fucking cable. Still scrolling through the weird menu screen with like the little bars on it that tell you when something's coming on, and like I go over there to watch football and it's over the air, so there's commercials and shit.
Oh my god!
I gotta tell you, dude, if you ain't checked out the commercial landscape nowadays, holy fuck, bro.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine, dude.
It's a wasteland, man.
Yeah, commercials. I mean, commercials have always sucked, but they really suck now. I caught a little bit of a new episode of Jeopardy. I think it was at a restaurant, and it just happened to be playing on a TV. And it was like a celebrity Jeopardy, and there was Patton Oswalt and two women I've never heard of, and he was just destroying them.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, my
he had like $45,000 fucking dollars, and they were like negative 600 and like
oh my god
800 or some shit. It was pathetic.
Damn.
The color featured he had this fruit, and it was a banana, and they'd be like orange. You have to answer the form of
Damn.
oh, what is an orange?
It was really brutal.
Damn.
But yeah, that's the most recent time I've seen Jeopardy. Although I like Jeopardy.
Jeopardy can be pretty fun.
Box office fool's gold dulls theater recovery. So this is just about the struggle.
You have to pay Jeopardy if you get negative money. No, I think it just nulls.
Of
Because I think the second and third place participants at least get some money. I think it's like $1,000 for the third place and $2,000 for the second place, just for participating, basically.
Summer, because all their blockbusters are flopping.
When they put out
not all
good,
of them. A few have.
When they put out good movies, like everyone I know has praised the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, pretty much universally. Everyone, at least I've talked to about it. I think that did really well.
It did.
The Super Mario Brothers movie, that did really well.
Well, they're going to talk about it here. So,
Elemental. Elemental flopped. Yeah, because it looks fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So Harrison Ford might resurrect.
Yeah, I kind of remember seeing some shit about that. I'm just like, yeah, this looks stupid. And it has the same Pixar bullshit. And it's just like, fuck that.
Necessitating the movie industry's entire summer box office might prove a more challenging adventure.
I think that's going to make a
bunch of Spider-Verse will come streaming. It will pretty soon, I'm sure.
Money. Probably not for any good reasons, but that movie's probably going to do well.
Is it bad that I watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians on mute?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty stupid, but whatever, Just like...
it's your life.
So, yeah, Disney's live-action remake of The Little Mermaid has underperformed.
Wow, shocker.
The remakes of, like, The Lion King and Aladdin that were released in 2019 did much better. The company's latest Pixar release, Elemental, has generated one of the weakest openings in the studio. I mean, like, it looked like shit. It just looked like shit.
Because it was shit.
Other plot twists have...
I don't even have to see it to know that it is.
Abounded in this summer's box office. The animated Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse from Sony has racked up more than $300 million domestically, far ahead of the total haul of its 2018 predecessor.
Wow.
I wonder why.
Shocker.
It's almost like...
awesome.
You can't even say it's superhero fatigue, because that's literally a superhero movie. It just wasn't fucking...
It wasn't garbage.
It wasn't by the fucking playbook, so it's like, okay...
Yeah.
Maybe the audience is just tired of seeing the same... Like, I was tired of seeing the same fucking thing over and over again a while ago, but maybe everyone else is caught up, and they're just tired of seeing the same fucking thing over and over and over.
The bar is so low, but yet Hollywood can't even fucking deliver that.
I know. It's like, hey, guys, just give us something that's, like, remotely different from what we've seen a billion times before. And they're like, we got nothing. It's like, oh, shit. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is trending about 8% below its 2017 predecessor. At the same point in its lifespan. The Flash had a very weak $55 million domestic opening and saw sales slide 70%
really
the second week.
The Flash is like gotta be one of the lamest fucking superheroes. Like,
Dude,
who
they put-
even fucking cares about the Flash?
Fuck nobody, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I barely fucking recognize
They
that
put a
one.
lot of fucking money into marketing that movie and put a lot of their hopes in it too.
And it
was
flopped.
supposed to be this big tentpole event movie that was like gonna be like an early one of these multiverse kind of things.
Dude, if they couldn't
but
fucking nail Superman, they put
it was delayed so much that by the time they came out with it, everyone was doing a multiverse. So
Yeah, how fucking desperate do you have to be where it's like, okay, we fucked up Superman. What about Batman? Now I got nothing there. Okay, the Flash. The Flash will do
because
it.
that will
It's like,
work,
the
right?
Flash will save us.
You guys were fucked. The minute you had that idea, your goose was fucking cooked, man. You guys are out of your fucking minds. The fucking Flash.
It probably
Man,
didn't
DC is just not gonna like be able to like make out anything that's
help
gonna
too
be
much
good.
that
Honestly,
your star went on a
there just
fucking,
wasn't.
like,
There ain't nothing.
beating and
Aquaman
raping
sucks.
and
Which
the
they
fuck else
overlooked.
rampage.
All
and
shit
they
is
overlooked
not
on the
good.
basis of like, but the
Yeah.
Flash is gonna make so much money. It's like, what? Do you want? I mean, we should all move to Hollywood stat. If they're that fucking dumb, and if they're convinced some piece of shit like what's his name, Ezra Miller, if they're convinced this guy's their savior,
The only reason for me to be so Flash fail because it is canned a Batman Beyond movie.
no shit, bro. They don't have a fucking clue.
You know what they ought to do? They need to get. Here's what you got to do with Ezra Miller. See, the studios need to learn to lean into this controversy better because what they need to do,
That's what they used to do.
they need to fucking get Ezra Miller to just do like the Ezra Miller. Like they need to fucking have Ezra Miller play themselves in like a movie that details like what they did on their fucked up bender. Just like have them going around punching people in the face and shit.
That movie would have actually interested me.
Flash fairly canned playing Batman Beyond movie. Oh. Well, honestly, it's like, did they do Batman like literally, like so much to the point where it's just so rote and ridiculous? Like even
For a
I
lot
wouldn't
lower
even want
budget
it.
too. You don't need no fucking crazy special effects.
You make that for a fucking like line of coke and like a couple $1,000,000, and it's just like, look,
Dude,
bro, here's
they
a fucking
fucking
car.
They enticed
Go out.
Michael Keaton to get back in the bat suit just so they could fucking make that movie a hit. Like they kind of advertised it as like it's a de facto Batman movie, and people were still like, nah.
Why didn't you call it Batman then? Why you got the Flash fucking sucks. There's a couple of simps in the chat going like, "Oh, the Flash, man, he's my favorite." It's like, man, how sad you must be.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to defend the Flash, but I'm racking my brain trying to think of a time that the Flash has actually been cool or entertained me, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling, guys.
Dude, I feel like
Not too much.
this is a pretty crazy time
Okay,
for
I think.
these Hollywood moguls and shit, because I feel like they're going to have to start coming up with some new ideas here pretty soon.
And that must be terrifying to them too.
It's the idea of having to like take risks and make new ideas and maybe challenge expectations a little bit, which are like so fucking low now at this point. Like, wow, I mean, such a scary thing for Hollywood to do. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
They're probably hoping Chat GPT can cook something up like Chat GPT, please. What's the next big trend? Tell us, Chat
The
GPT.
reverse thing is for the most part they won't do that because they're in this like negative feedback loop. It's
They
like
could easily do more sci-fi future heroes. I mean, I don't even want like superhero stuff, but they could do more sci-fi future shit, honestly. Or they can also do like, you know, just anything else, frankly, at this point.
it's money. So what they do? They go like, okay, it wasn't predictable enough. It wasn't safe enough. Until someone in Hollywood just like somehow gets tricked into approving a project that's interesting, and it's
then-
like, oh wait, that made a bunch of money. We all need to copy them. Let's copy that trend.
Well, here's what terrifies me, dude, because I saw Across the Spider-Verse. I'm like, wow, that was fucking gorgeous movie and shit. And really well done, and the characters are great, and the fucking visuals are amazing. But you know what's going to happen now is they'd be like, hey, this thing was a hit. This is what they want now. And then there's going to be a bunch of fucking little shitty clones of that.
You know, yeah, there are going to be some shit like
That's going
that.
to just become the new rote thing. Like, look how pretty it is. Look at all the crazy artistic visuals, y'all. Ugh.
That's the nature of Hollywood, dude. Anytime something gets
I guess I suppose, I mean, it will be good in a sense that, like, it will be at least a new change for a minute, and we'll at least kind of see some different, exploring, concepts, exploreful concepts from that. But like it's it's just gonna suffer the same thing where after a certain amount of time it's just gonna become like a victim of this type of same shit. I mean that's just kind of what's gonna be unfortunate about it in a way, unless there's like other things that are able to kind of like change the paradigm a little bit.
That's outside of their little mold, or was like, oh, we didn't expect that to work. They fucking ride it into the ground.
Fucking bastards. I hate them.
That happened with fantasy movies. Like when Lord of the Rings was a hit, Hollywood greenlit a bunch. Okay, everything's gotta be fantasy, and there was a bunch of shit.
Remember that total piece of shit with what's his face? God damn it! Doesn't matter. It was called Your Highness or
Danny McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride's little stupid
James Franco. Yeah,
fantasy.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Funny, but
Your Highness. Dude, that was like the pinnacle of dog shit.
That was the worst fucking piece of shit I've ever seen.
I remember you only laughed one time in that entire fucking movie.
I don't even remember what made us laugh. Was it when
the barbarian gets killed? It's like surprisingly.
That was kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah, they recruit him to their mission. It's like, oh, but they got that badass with them, and he's killed immediately. I was like,
okay. Miles gets. I don't think you're going to get that. I don't think that's going to be happening in the third movie. I mean, I'm just going to be blunt with that. I don't think it's going to happen.
Wears the Minotaur's dick as like on his necklace or something. I don't know. Some weird shit.
I've suppressed the memory of that movie.
Danny McBride can be funny, but not in that he can't. That was a piece of shit.
Not in that vehicle. I mean, I've seen him be funny, but not that one.
Is Symbiote Miles recently in the comics?
I'm sick of
maybe in the comics, but I was
seeing him. I'm sick of
that just means that Symbiote might be there as a thing, but I mean, that's... We'll have to see.
I don't really feel like I see or hear him enough to get sick of him, but
well, I have. I'm sick of it.
The only thing I really remember him in was that fucking that movie that everyone liked but me, Pineapple Express. And I thought
Express was pretty funny.
Yeah, I didn't really like it, but I liked him. He was
also in Tropic Thunder. He was
the only character that could make me laugh in that motherfucker. So good for him.
He was also in This Is the End. This Is the End.
And This Is the End when he fucking made Channing Tatum his like slave bitch. That was pretty funny. Yeah, funny.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, all right. She just like.
Funny. Sure.
Funny.
I laughed my ass off.
DJ, why are you watching the movie with your hand in your pants?
Don't mind that. Look at the screen. Just look at the screen. I get my lava bug too, bitch.
I got my own lava bug, motherfucker.
That's your lava bug, huh?
Yeah, oh my god.
Bug, man.
That's gotta really actually have a thing for the lava bug.
No, I like Danny McBride, but I don't like that fucking. I don't like that movie. That movie fucking sucked. It made me mad.
Nah. Nothing really good about it, just a waste of time.
Paul's sick of him, so. Danny McBride, you're on notice. Paul's fucking sick of your ass. And you know, where goeth Paul, so goeth the country about 5 years later, so.
It's true.
Come on.
Danny McBride, you got 5 years to change your ways.
That is my eternal curse, man.
I have noticed patterns. When Paul decries something, I will decry it 3 years later, and the general public will decry it 2 years later. This is how it goes.
Yep.
I kind of noticed that is the actual pattern.
Everybody should just get on my fucking train because I'm 5 years ahead. I'm living 5 years in the fucking future, y'all.
All right, Paul.
I mean, I guess he is because I mean,
I need those lottery numbers, dude.
Because I guarantee you know what? 5 years from now, everyone's gonna be making fun of that Luke motherfucker's weird Popeye arms and shit. And be like, what were you thinking? You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree with that.
That's gonna happen.
100%.
5 years from now, everybody's gonna be talking about what a fucking boondoggle the Ukraine fucking.
Oh no! No! The entire chat is gonna be in an uproar now.
5 years from
no!
now, everybody's gonna be talking about how stupid it was for us to support Joe Biden.
Oh fuck me, dude!
Because he was.
Oh god! He just got the entire chat up in an uproar on that one.
Down the fucking line. But it's all,
boy.
Blatantly bullshit.
Well, you know what, Paul? You're too ahead of your time. I don't have to tell you. You need to start fucking holding your takes for 4.5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you'll seem prescient.
It was an Alien Covenant, too. That's not a point.
5 years is too prescient, because by then everyone's forgotten that you said that shit.
See, that's the problem. It's like, if you say something and, 5 years passes, and it's like, Paul was right about that, then my brain just goes like, did Paul say that? And then the bulb flickers, and it's like, no, I think I said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that definitely happens.
Oh, I forgot he was in Alien Covenant. Yeah, he was pretty bad.
That
in
movie,
shit.
fuck that. Oh, my
Then
God.
again,
I
Alien
love that
Covenant.
fucking movie.
Was
Ugh.
there really anything good in Alien Covenant?
Oh,
Paul,
God.
What?
you're the alien expert here. Was there anything good in Alien Covenant at all?
No, there wasn't.
No.
Kingdom Black Surfing against Gary Gold, no on the base.
I went through the fucking Rolodex.
Well, the first of the bell, no matter
like,
mindset.
scenes and shit.
Ramones, Concepts, Clintar, symbiotes work for prison.
I cannot forget the end of that fucking movie, so I just can't watch it. Like, I've watched some of the Alien movies over and over again. I don't think I'll ever watch that movie again. I'm so fucking triggered by it.
So hackers target Texas, leak data in response to state law on gender-affirming care.
Based.
Hackers are taking credit for
Based hackers.
reaching a government website in Texas on Friday in retaliation for the state's stance on gender-affirming care. In a post on Telegram, the hacker
No
group
MCU villain. Oh, yeah, I agree with that for sure.
SiegeSec
You definitely should.
claimed it stole roughly 500,000 files from a website affiliated with the city of Fort Worth. We
Based.
decided to make a message towards the U.S. government. The group wrote, Texas happens to be one of the largest states banning gender-affirming care, and for that, we have made Texas our target. Fuck the government.
Based.
Among the files which the hackers have made available for download include work orders, employee lists, invoices, police reports, emails, and internal documents.
Based.
Statement on the matter, city officials confirmed the breach, but said it had affected an internal system used to track work orders and not the website for the
Dude, I guarantee you these motherfuckers, these hackers social engineered this shit, and these dumbasses let them into their system. How much you want to fucking bet?
Oh, I bet, dude. They probably did.
I mean,
Leak all the data.
that's usually how it happens, right?
That's how you stop the
Generally.
leaks. Leak all the data. All the data should be leaked.
Then you
know
can't.
what?
Well, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't have any data to fucking leak if all of it's out there.
Fuck you, hackers.
I mean, the truth is they could probably leak it all, and then, no one would give a shit. There might be a little like, oh, maybe a couple people get fired. Then it's all like, all right, everyone knows all their shit's going to be leaked, so people just, they work around that.
Texas airport worker dies after being sucked in a Delta jet engine.
Dude, what a fucking way to go.
Oh my god, holy shit.
How does this fucking happen, man?
Dude, yeah, I mean, there's literally on the tarmac a bunch of warning signs and oh my god. How, what? Was someone just not paying attention?
System breakdown. I mean, this guy never should have been standing, probably.
And people are still flying places, dude.
Oh my god.
I ain't getting on one of these motherfuckers, dude. Every other day, there's a story about some fucking thing happening at the airport that should never even come close to happening. I ain't getting on.
I mean, no shit. I mean, I was just looking at that Hillsborough shit from the other day with that airport. I mean, it's just like, if all these weird close calls and incursions, it's like, what the fuck? It's like,
But
man.
you know what? It's like taking the 0.1% of what happens in air travel. Air travel is mainly just boring and brutal and just disgusting, if we're just being honest. That's about it. Having one of these events happen, but that would add some spice to your day, Paul. I totally disagree with you.
I mean, have you ever seen...
I want to see
need
someone get
spice.
sucked into an engine.
I don't need
Okay, well,
spice.
eat your
I
shit
want-
plan.
I don't want that type of spice.
I want my
Eat your
day to
plan
be
then, Paul.
boiled chicken, dude.
Want the boiled juice?
day. Boiled chicken.
boiled
day.
chicken,
That's
bro.
what I'm looking
Bullshit,
for. man.
Paul. We know
I
you don't
need
eat
spice.
that. You'd be a skinny motherfucker if you're eating boiled chicken all day.
I don't need no spice. I don't need no spice. I don't need no spice in my
A
fucking-
worker
God.
at San
Or anything off a
Antonio's
bone.
International Airport died after being sucked. I mean, this guy there was some meat on these bones, you know?
Into a fucking engine, dude. This poor motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, look, have you ever seen that video of the dude that gets sucked in the engine and lives? He just passes
No.
right through. Yeah, he just, I guess...
Oh no, I know what he's talking about. That story is with a U.S. Navy taxi operator guy, one of those crews, one of the air crews. And the reason why he survives is because he had his helmet. He has one those Navy carrier helmets and shit. He went out like Syndrome. I mean, yeah, basically, he did go out like Syndrome, dude. I mean, the thing is, the story TJ's talking about is because the guy had a helmet and some protective gear on, because that's required when you're out on deck. I mean, because you're in a lot more close proximity with aircraft and shit in comparison to this, so it's that's actually the reason why he survived. He got fucked up and got chunked out a little bit. I mean, I don't think he had anything amputated or anything like that, but he got fucked up for sure. But he did survive.
He managed to not get hit by the blades. They went through so quick that dodged the blades.
Yeah.
That happened
Popped
for No
Yeah,
way.
He popped down on the other side. He was alive. He was shook up as fuck. I think he had a few lacerations, but he was fine for the most part.
I
Not
know
this
it's
guy, though.
impossible.
This guy was chopped into fuck. I mean, you get through, suck through there super quick. This guy got fucking obliterated, though. The worker's death occurred at about 10:25 p.m. as a Delta Airlines jet, which had arrived from Los Angeles, was taxiing to the arrival gate.
Oh, he got killed for a bunch of LA people, too? Oh, that's got...
Oh, and dude, it was taxiing, so that's why the engine was like up and roaring. It wasn't even like parked. It was just, oh, damn.
First, man. Like, a bunch of fucking LA fucking phony shows up and he gets sucked in. It's like, where's that plane from? Oh, Los Angeles.
Paul has a Rain Man style break. Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Dude, you know what, TJ? A bunch of those LA fucks on that plane, I guarantee you, whined about the delay. God.
I mean, the first one
Oh,
was
I
big
bet
enough
they
hit to
did.
make a part 2, and there have been people who've had a chance to watch part 1 in the interim, so I'm assuming assuming most of the audiences liked it, which I feel like most people did, it'd probably do pretty well. I assume.
I don't know. I mean, I hope Dune 2 is going to do well. I mean, obviously,
I hope it
based
does.
on how good it is.
I mean, Dune 2 should conclude the story of the first book, and there's really...
I will say
if
though,
if it
TJ.
flops, the whole story should be told at that point, so...
I've talked to a lot of people that just love it, but I've also talked to a lot of people who are just like, or watch it, people are like, meh. So, I don't know.
It wasn't really mind-blowing or anything. Just pretty solid, I feel like. But whatever. We'll see. I liked it all right. That was pretty good.
I definitely enjoyed it, but I think it was way better in theaters than it is at home.
I'll watch it at home. Congress doubles down on explosive claims of illegal UFO retrieval programs.
Oh shit. UFOs. Oh my god, TJ. Wow, I can't.
Dude, the truth is...
You can't tell me that I pre-watched that, because Jesus Christ.
Asked June 26 about allegations of secret UFO retrieval and reverse engineering programs, Senate Intelligence Committee Vice Chairman Marco Rubio, who I
Oh, the Marco bot? Well, that explains it. He's a robot.
much respect, made several stunning statements. In an exclusive interview, Rubio told
It'd be
News
stunning if
Nation
you can remember
Washington,
the statement he was going to make. That would be stunning.
correspondent Joe Khalil, that multiple individuals with very high clearance and high positions within our government have come forward to share firsthand UFO-related claims beyond the realm of what the Senate Intelligence Committee has ever dealt with. Rubio's comment
What the fuck, TJ?
provide context for a bipartisan provision adopted unanimously, blah, 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 blah.
Dude, the aliens are watching us, man.
Dude, yeah, like, man, I hope we honestly get some more shit out of this, bro. Like, unironically. Like, I'm down for this shit, frankly. I'm okay. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people are like, ooh, you know, kind of like, you know, thinking it's gonna be like some deeper shit. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be like that. But just make this shit transparent. Like, I mean, come on. I want, like, some cool UFOs. Like, I want the more, like, you know, crazy UFO conspiracies to come back, bro. You know, man, we might honestly kind of get our day. If you think about it, with this UFO shit, we might honestly start getting our day a little bit. Unfortunately, it's still going to be, like, you know, bled in, you know, with a lot of these weird political dumb fucks. But, I mean, hey, we might get our day with a bunch of, you know, other people just kind of doing it more, you know, innocuously. So, hey.
Read this whole article, but I'm just going to tell you this, Scotty. The alien, they walk among us.
They live.
Walk the
Well,
fuck
yeah.
among us.
I mean, dude, I've seen Star Trek and shit. Like, aliens observe other worlds, and, like, we could be on the precipice of a new dawn of technology, DJ. Like
I don't think these UFOs are aliens.
They're just like government
Damn.
shit.
Wow, Paul.
No,
Way to
I
burst
think
the
they're
bubble.
fucking tourists from the future.
Really? You think they're future?
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that in the future, rich people are going to want to come back and look at what a fucking shit show the world used to be. And because AI is going to fix everything, you know, and everybody's going to want to see what actual poverty looked like, and they're going to come back, and every once in a while, you know, something goes wrong. It's like the submarine thing. You know, every once in a while, one of these motherfuckers, like the space-time warping device or whatever, breaks down and they crash. These are tourists from the future. Are from the future than from some fucking other race of aliens or whatever the fuck.
I mean, like, that would kind of imply that we would have time travel capabilities, but would that even be, like, would that be possible? I don't know if it would be.
Idea either way.
I suppose theoretically, but I don't know if it...
think we have any evidence that will suggest either
Let
way.
me tell you
but
something.
It's a fun theory.
Season 1, episode 17 of the X-Files, they introduce a lone gunman. Very popular, like, side characters, like occasional characters on the X-Men, right? Or not the X-Men, the X-Files. Sure. And then at some point, I think it was like early on in 2001, they give episode 1 of that show, the plot is the lone gunmen have to thwart the government from crashing a plane into the World Trade Center towers.
Whoa.
And then blaming so that shows me that the people who write the X-Files, they got the inside track of what's really going on in the U.S. government.
The Simpsons.
Damn.
So I'm pretty sure that all of the shit that's in the X-Files, the aliens, the monsters, I think all that shit's real. And it's being kept from us, the public, because the government covered it up.
The government covered it up.
You know? Oh, Area 51, what a bunch of... agents somewhere going,
yeah, believe that shit.
I'm a pretty rational person, and you have no evidence for any of your claims, but the argument you do have in favor of your claim is that the U.S. government would lie. And I 100% believe the U.S. government and most governments, and pretty much all governments from that point, would lie to me. So therefore, I think you're probably right.
Yep. It's all real
Will
stuff.
the government lie to me? I mean, the government lies to me every fucking day.
The X-Files is
That's one more
basically
lie.
a fucking documentary, Scotty. That's what I'm telling you.
I believe it.
Okay, see if you can spot what's wrong with this headline. Protesters with Nazi flags gather outside Cobb County Jewish Center.
I think the idea that they're quote-unquote protesters is a part of the problem. It should be like state terrorists with Nazi flags gather outside of Cobb County Jewish Center. Or like hate mob with Nazi flags gather outside of Cobb County Jewish Center. One of those would work.
With it, what's wrong with the headline? Well, obviously, the substance of it is wrong, but what's wrong with how it's being reported?
The first
Oh,
word.
the protesters? Is that
Are
what
they
you're saying?
what's a good shorthand for a protester with a Nazi flag?
A Nazi.
Nazi.
A neo-Nazi or a Nazi?
They're fucking Nazis! They're not protesters with Nazi fucking flags! They're fucking Nazis! Okay?
I mean, I think they
I mean, it
wish
should just basically say Nazis gather outside of Cobb County Jewish Center.
they were Nazis.
If someone stands
I mean, my
in front
lord.
no. If someone stands...
If I see a Confederate flag on your car, I take that as you being a bitch. You can't take the L. Yeah, and also, I might scrape that off your car.
with a fucking swastika flag.
In Minecraft.
Look, we got a Nazi flag! Fucking Jews! Kill the Jews!
I mean, I'm not arguing that you should call them Nazis as well, but I mean, like, to me, they're like
you're a
larper
Nazi.
Nazis.
You're a Nazi
If you have Nazi flags outside of a Jewish center, you literally are a fucking Nazi.
at that point.
Come on.
I
You're
mean,
a
sure,
Nazi.
but they're larper Nazis, dude. They don't fucking...
They're still Nazis.
Give me a break. There's a bunch of trolls, and people
Dude,
have no fucking lives.
We need to take this bloated military budget and start going after people that own these fucking flags.
I'll tell
If
you
you
what.
own a Nazi flag or a rebel flag or a Gadsden flag, your ass is fucking grass.
Dude, I agree.
Based.
Because, I mean, people have
for
this
real.
discourse right now about, like, you need a right to punch a Nazi? It's like, fuck that. No, fuck punching the Nazi. Blow them the fuck to smithereens.
It's true and based. Thank you, TJ.
Waste
like,
these
do we-
motherfuckers already.
Like, not enough walk in public with one of these fucking flags.
And
Like,
it's just like, man, it would just be so unfortunate if one of them got a baseball, caving the head a little bit, on their dick, obviously. You want to keep that dick in, so you do a forced gender reassignment. That's, of course, what I'm talking about. In Minecraft.
what are we doing?
It's astonishing, looking at our country's history, that we would be the one waving the Nazi flag.
Let's turn these
fucking
motherfuckers
70
into
years
red-
later.
Turn these motherfuckers into red porridge already. Come on.
Yeah, make them about as red as the flags that they represent and shit.
A regime that did horrible things. I guess I guess these people denied that they did anything horrible. But the regime that threw the world into war. Let's imitate them. Like, oh great, we know what you want America to become.
Fucking little pig dog motherfuckers, dude.
What are you looking for, TJ?
I'm like watching TJ, like, what is he doing?
Yeah, what is TJ doing?
Look for the fucking Roseanne story.
Yeah, well, fuck your Roseanne story. How about them apples, TJ? Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with fucking Paul with that situation, because, like, yeah, these, like, motherfuckers are literally, like, you know, like, straight up, you know, feeling more comfortable to be out in the woodwork. Like, I mean, not that long ago I saw a dude with a Nazi SS tattoo on his fucking arm, and if it wasn't for the fact I was working, I, you know, would have at least straight up fucking said some shit to his ass. I just hope he comes back, so I, you know, can, frankly. At least, you know, especially when I'm off the clock. Because, I mean, it's like these, you know, like, they should not be able to have, like, the sense of comfortability to be able to wave shit like that around and, you know, scare, intimidate Jewish people at their synagogues and shit. Or, like, you know, seek Highland in different places, like out in Disney and shit. Now, fuck these motherfuckers. I mean, they're literal fucking parasites. I mean, calling them rats would be insulting to rats. Because at least I'm willing to catch and release a rat. And that squeak really, honestly, made me just half paranoid when I said rat. But I'm, like, pretty confident that the little fucker is not in here anymore. Protesters are well traders would have sparked a rebellion. What in the flying fuck are you shimming about? Oh my good lord. Anyway. Obviously, I won't, you know, like, continue to just kind of stream off with DFF and stuff, but let's take a little break, grab some food, and go see Mom for a little bit, get some other errands taken care of and shit. All that fun stuff. Ugh. Bish. I'll be back later. If anything, I'll be back later, at least, you know, when Onion Nuggets wraps up, so we can check out some of those goals. And I'll make sure to help contribute to those goals. Have you not played StarCraft? Oh, we're talking about StarCraft lore. I mean, yeah, I have played, like, I've played, like, StarCraft, like, a couple times before, and I've also have, you know, like, you know, been aware of it, but no, I'm not, like, that in-depth of the lore. And you know what? I'm starting to have some feelings that that little fucker actually might still be in here. Yeah. First game, Brood War, I have Fire Lord 2 is terrible. StarCraft 2, okay. I think that might be the one I'm a little familiar with. But anyway, getting myself some food. Be back a little later tonight and all that shit. I'll explain sometime. I'll just explain how I get stored. Might not be able to, like, immediately respond, but I'll be out and about. But hey, yeah, I'll at least, you know, check it out. I'll at least see you when I do have the free time with it. But, you know, give myself some food, see Mama, and all that fun shit. So, peace out. And I'll be back in a little bit. You know, probably like, I don't know, 4 hours. Maybe 3. Something like that. Who knows.